show's gone in terms of smoothness compared to some of the shows that, say, had a lot of post-production?
Well, it's very risky. Again,
Yeah.
like here, you have a 5-minute delay, and it's a good thing. I mean, that's something you have to do for the integrity of the game. But also, in addition to that, having those players come on there, they aren't really used to dealing with the amount of commercials and the breaks that we have to take for those events. There are no breaks here, so you get to see every hand and every situation, which is nice.
Now, the other thing, too, about, your career, obviously people know you as being the tournament director for the World Series of Poker. But, you look up your name online, and you almost got your hand in almost every single televised tournament going right. I mean,
Yeah,
you really made a name for yourself in terms of...
It's gone pretty well. I've done over 200 television shows and a movie. I just did a movie with Warner Brothers. That was in today. It's coming out in the fall, so we're excited about the release of that. And I think that, being a part of all those different things, you get to see all kinds of different situations, and it's been a great ride.
It's been a great ride. Of course, when we talk about some of the, tournaments coming, I mean, there were probably only maybe, say, 5 or 6 poker shows, that are currently on that everyone can see. But in the works for the upcoming year, I mean, there's dozens and dozens of tournaments coming up, right?
Yeah, there's definitely dozens of them. And, there's going to be some changes, I think, coming up. I think the World Poker Tour has been a real leader in the industry, and I think it's been a great thing for poker. And I think that, they're making changes. I think competition brings change, and I think you're going to see some great things this year.
Look at Ryan. He brought this one in seat number 9 with pocket kings with the king of clubs. And the flop comes out ace, 10, 5, all clubs. And it goes check, check. Ryan did not bet with the nut flush draw. Sylvester's got a gut shot there. Ace, 10, 5, 6, 3 clubs. It gets checked to Ryan again, and this time he's not going to check. He's going to come out and bet. He's going to bet 50. That's about the size of the pot. He raised it up maybe 25, 30 pre-flop here. And Sylvester doesn't really have a strong draw here. I mean, he needs to catch a king here that's not a club. So, again, this is a cash game. I mean, in a tournament, you might see people make moves. They need to accumulate chips. But here, it's not necessarily, something that is a necessity, obviously.
Do you feel that the players play better because they're on the live play?
Well, I'm sure our viewers would have a lot to say about that. I've seen some good play. I've seen some bad play. I've seen some people that actually want to mix it up. Actually, Serge had a deuce 5 there. Excuse me. We had the wrong cards up there. Again, an element of live play. So he didn't really have anything much. I mean, he had, in essence, bottom pair there without a draw, and then he didn't get involved with it. Sometimes we'll come on the show and they'll mix it up because they know that other players that they commonly will play against will play them in a live game and think, oh, this guy's really loose aggressive. He's going to play this way. And then they'll tighten it up. And they'll really mix it up a little bit and, extract some money from those players. As the button there moves over to seat number 2. That's Boston.
Being live here, do you seem to pick up things yourself? Because I know that watching hours and hours of poker, that it does that for me.
I got to tell you, Matt, I used to be a limit hold'em player. Someone would shoot me every time they try to put me in that game now. Because, David and I, Dave Tuckman, the other commentator, we've learned so much from doing this show. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, the amount of experience that you learn by commentating on a game is almost tenfold in terms of if you say, well, I've played an hour. Well, commentating a game, I think that equals 10 hours.
People don't even realize that 3 years ago you didn't even have no limit hold'em.
Right, exactly. It's a relatively new game in terms of a cash game. Right. This pot was limped around here. In seat number 6, Art is going to bet $20 with ace 4. So the only other player in the hand was Serge, which will soon be your seat in the small blind. In the big blind. He got a free ride. He's got bottom pair, and look at that. He's going to make the call, Matt.
Yeah, maybe he's going to go broke in my seat, so I just go out there and get it.
Here we go to the turn. The turn's at 10. Neither player's hand improves. And Art is going to fire at it again here with ace 4. He's got the best hand.
60.
He's going to bet 60 now, which means the pot is now 100. It's $60 for Serge to call. Now, oftentimes we'll see Serge in a smaller game. So I wonder if he's played in this game before. This is actually the first time he's played in this game, we're getting word. And Art is going to take it down. Now, when you actually play in No Limit Cash games, I know you're an Omaha player. Actually, I played with you last year, an extensive period over at the other comp. I gave you a bad beat one time. I don't know if you remember it, but
probably. I had a lot of that.
Played over there in 3060 Omaha. But do you ever play No Limit Hold'em Cash games?
Not very often. I mean, I played some tournaments, but not a whole lot. Being on the other side of the table, it's hard to get away sometimes and get into those events. So basically, don't have much time to play, and would love to play a lot more.
Yeah. It's also interesting here. Seat 3's got an ace-queen suited here on the button. Ace-queen of spades. Pretty nice hand there on the button. Interesting how many people have picked up tournament play. And then some of the pros that make their living in side games will sometimes pick and choose and only really play in the games that are well-publicized, well-televised, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I just ran a $5,000 event in New York that wasn't televised, and, it showed. It showed we didn't have as many players playing in the event. And, it's one of those things that television is driving players to these big events.
Seat number 6 here, Art. Gutsy raise onto the gun. He made it 20 to go with pocket deuces, and Sylvester's going to re-raise him. Somewhat of a tournament play here on the button with ace-queen suited. A lot of times you'll see somebody smooth call that hand, and Art's going to play.
2 players.
So we got a pot of $100 here going heads up. Sylvester has position on Art. Art brought it in with pocket deuces. Wow, and he flops bottom full here. 4, deuce 4. Let's see how he's going to play it. He's going to check it from up front. And Sylvester, very aggressive post-flop player. He's going to make a continuation bet here. Looks like $75 here into a $100 pot. Now, Sylvester's a good player. If he senses some heat here, you got to wonder, he's probably going to get away from it. I think he just made that bet to see if he's going to get called. And it looks like Art is going to play the slow play as he flopped bottom full. And already we've got a $250 pot here. Sylvester needs a lot of help. Well, now he's drawing dead. Turn is an 8. Let's see how Art's going to play it. He's actually going to come out, and he's going to move the rest of his chips all in. And Sylvester's asking him, how much is it? Because he's all in for about 125 here, and the pot is about 400. So Sylvester's getting about 3.5 to 1 on his money. He can't really beat anything out there, Matt, though. I mean, you got to wonder when you put a bet in on that flop. Look at this. He makes the call, and he's drawing totally dead, as we oftentimes see in this game.
So in this game, they do turn up the cards.
Yeah,
so,
well, you don't have to in a cash game. And obviously, you saw Sylvester muck his hand already as Art flopped bottoms full there.
So, as a rule, could the other players have seen his hand?
They could have seen his hand, yes.
Okay.
An interesting rule is if the winning player asks to see the losing player's hand, the losing player's hand is live. If anybody else at the table asks to see the hand is not live.
A very good rule that's in place all over the country, and I totally agree with that rule.
Well, the only thing is that gets us sometimes is we think that, everyone else in the hand doesn't have any business asking what the other player has. I mean, the purpose of the rule is to prevent collusion.
Sure.
But a lot of people abuse the rule when there's obviously no collusion going on the table, and it's just trying to get, say, a free look and see how somebody's playing.
In tournament play, we do is if you're allowed to ask just like that, but over time, if somebody continues to do that and abuse it, then we won't allow it anymore.
Right. Of course, if you want to keep this show interactive, you can email us at live@thebike.com. You can also follow a live thread that started on 2+2.
3 players.
So check that out. We're going to see 3-way action here. We had a little bit of a raise by Ryan in seat 9 with ace-7 of diamonds. And let's see what Ryan's going to do here. Looks like he checked it from up front. In Boston's flop top pair here, Jack 8-7 rainbow. And he's going to bet. He's going to bet 45 here with top pair.
4210713. You have an 8?
And he is going to take it down. So there it is. Again, we are here playing 5-5 no limit. I'm Bart Hanson. I'm here with Matt Savage. The yellow chips are $5 chips. The purple chips are $25 chips. Boston just took down that hand with ace-jack. If anybody who's been watching the show for a long time, we've got some new technology into play. We got this new camera. We got some new angles out there. So, again, feel free to comment about, how you like the new technology. We've got our widescreen format. Have you watched many live webcasts in your time, Matt?
Not very many, no. Did watch some from the World Series last year, just, interviews and such, but nothing live like this. This is actually very good.
Yeah.
Very fun to watch.
Limp here by seat number 1, Jack 7 of diamonds. As you can see, his cards up in the left-hand corner there. And the button here is going to raise. That's Jim. He's got pocket 7s on the button in seat 5. He's going to make it 80 to go. Big raise in this game.
Do you instruct the players out there how to show their cards and things like that?
Well, we do if they're not showing the cards in the window. We got somebody out there, our floor assistant Donna, helps to put the cards up in the window so we can see it. Again, Jim raised it up to 80 here after 3 limpers, and I don't think anybody's going to call. Oftentimes, Matt, in a game like this, in a no-limit game with an unrestricted buy, and you have extreme implied odds to see flops with somewhat speculative hands, like low pocket pairs. But in a game when you really can only start with 500, can you really call an $80 raise with pocket 4s? You want to really make maybe 10 times your money if you flop a set, and that raise is just too big. Right. And I think Jim was just trying to take down the limpers there, and he took it down.
This is some groundbreaking stuff yet. We don't see this anywhere else in the country.
No, we don't.
I know that some others are trying to catch up, and I don't think that they will. I think you're doing a great job here, and I think it's a great thing for poker.
Yeah, I think it is, definitely. I think there's a show on now on GSM that calls a cash game. Obviously, that's edited. It's not live. And, I think that they're doing an okay job. The commentating and some of the analysis you know, it's a little, I think it tends to be a little bit fluffy. But, you know, that's me. I'm coming from a biased standpoint here. We got a $15 raise here by seat number 2. He brought it in here with pocket 3s, and the flop came ace, deuce, 4 with a couple of clubs, and it gets checked around here. Now the turn is an 8 of diamonds. Again, we've got 4 people in the hand here. 5 deuce of spades there for seat number 5. That's the hand that we're missing up. Obviously, we input the cards live. And seat 5 is going to bet 25 here on the deuce as it got checked around. Check to him twice. And look at that. Boston there is going to lay down the best hand as he brought in the hand with pocket 3s. So there you go. Jim takes it down with a pair of deuces. And obviously this
You can win with any 2 cards.
This is really, really, really fast. I had a lot of practice with it. I've been doing it for almost 2,000 hours.
Right.
But, you know, to do a live game and not slow the game down to hurt the integrity of the game, you know, is somewhat quick. I mean, we've got our technical director here, Isaac. We've got a guy who manually inputs the cards over here, Ronnie. And we have a floor assistant. So it's, you know, it's a pretty small staff for what we try to do here. Button here is going to move
Consider
over.
getting in some television production.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job back here.
Button's
No, this
gonna-
isn't easy.
Button's going to move over here to seat number 6. And seat number 5's picked up pocket 9s, and he's going to raise it up to 50. And seat number 7 here is going to make the call. And we're going to see several callers here. Seat number 6 makes the call with ace 10 offsuit. Seat number 8's got pocket 10s in the small blind. And the original raiser is seat 5 with pocket 9s. So we've got a $150 pot going 3 ways. Jack, deuce, 7.
Way off.
And you wonder how Kevin's going to play this hand out of position. He's got a pair. That's second pair to the board here. Jack, deuce, 7 on the flop. Jim's going to make a continuation bet. He raised it pre-flop.
80.
He's going to bet 80. And again, Kevin has the best hand. He's out of position. Some of the toughest decisions here with this type of hand with pocket 10s on a flop like this. I think Art is going to get away from the hand. Let's see how Kevin's going to play it here with pocket 10s.
Well, I can't like that jack. That's for sure.
Well, that's definitely an overcard to his pair. It's an $80 bet. And you know what? He's going to check raise all in here, Matt. He's going to check raise all in. He thinks he has the best hand, and he's going to shove it all in there, and he does. Now, Jim's looking over there. You know, the pot was 150 pre-flop. Jim bet 80 on the flop, so that means it's 230. Now Kevin's going to come over the top all in for 190 more. The pot is $500 exactly. 190 for Jim to call, and he's not going to make the call.
Good laid out.
He's not going to make the call. I'm going to tell you the other thing that this game has helped me with is my arithmetic skills in my head.
Has to.
Yeah. It's got to go really, really, really fast.
And really get smarter when it comes to math.
Yeah. But I think any poker player's got to, you know, do some quick addition with pot sizes and such. So there it is, and the button's going to move over there to seat number 8. So do you get to play a lot of, I mean, I know you play Omaha, and you don't get to play a lot on the side, but do you play no limit cash games ever on the side?
Well, when I can. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I don't get much of a chance to. I'd love to play more, but don't have the opportunity to. But I'm kind of itching to get out there on that table.
Yeah.
And get started.
Well, whenever you want to, we'd love to have you, and we'd love to see you out there. So you just say the word, and we'll get you out there. Limped around here. And it's going to be limped around 5 ways, so it's a $25 pot. And the flop comes queen, 10, 7 here. It's a rainbow board. We've got a couple of queens. We have queen 5 and queen jack in the hand in seat 6 and seat 7. It gets checked over to seat 6, and he is going to bet.
40.
With queen jack. Again, the flop is queen, 10, 7. And actually, excuse me, Art bet with queen 5. Jay's going to call with queen jack. Jay has the best hand. So it's a $40 bet and a call. Bet with top pair, and another person with a better kicker has called. And we are heads up here. Queen jack against queen 5. Pot's about $120. Turn is an 8.
Shittiest thing is that one game.
Let's see if Art's going to keep firing with queen 5 here. And he does.
60.
He's going to bet 60 here. And let's see. It really puts Jay to the test here. This guy's fired twice here. He's bet on the flop, and now he's bet on the turn. But Jay has the best hand.
And he has a straight draw
He
as
does.
well. So.
9 would bring him a straight. Look at that, Jay, tight Jay. He's going to lay it down. Matt, you think you can bully some of these guys around
I think
tonight?
I can.
Yeah?
I got to get out there.
Yeah, you got two more hands before your big blind. So if you want to do one last hand in here, we'll
All right,
look forward to
got
seeing
it.
you out here.
That'll be fun.
All right, so let's do the last hand here with Matt Savage, and he's going to be moving over to seat 4. Button's going to move over to there, seat 9. That's Ryan.
So you keep live touch with people out there on the floor. They can hear everything you're saying,
Exactly.
everything we're saying,
Exactly.
and keep it going.
Absolutely. And again, people post live thread here on 2+2, and you can email us at live@thebike.com. See? Who was in the booth with
Yes,
Bart?
Maria.
Matt Savage, tournament host for a lot of big shows.
Didn't I order one?
Well, poker's been great
Yeah.
for a lot of people, and I'm one of them. I really like it. I think it's just been a growing process. It's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And with shows like this and the job you're doing here, definitely you see big things coming out of the bike.
Well, that was an interesting last hand there. Matt, I want to wish you luck. We didn't see you flop that hand.
Okay.
And wish you luck with your television show, man.
Get that guy out of my seat.
And good luck to you tonight, Matt. Thanks a lot, Matt. As Matt exits the booth, he's going to make it out there into seat 4. We'll see how he's going to do tonight.
Is that a song?
Matt's got his hand in everything, I got to tell you. I mean, he is basically every single new poker tournament that comes out on TV, he's got a, it seems like he's got a little part of. It's absolutely incredible. Button's going to move over here to seat 1.
Apparently they want me out.
Did you see that hand?
And seat 6 is going to raise it up here to $30 with the ace-9 offsuit. That's Art. And it looks like he is going to take it down without a flop. And I believe that Matt Savage is going to be coming into the game here in seat number 4. Again, you can email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions. Tell us about the new look. We're using some new cameras and such.
Set them like this. Set them like this. Get a cover for it. Right there. Okay. Right there. If you want to count them,
Where's my card, right?
Button's going to move over here to seat 2.
like 280, right? Put a little. We got you.
Action Matt coming into the game.
And here he is, Action Matt, coming into the game. Matt Savage, great thrill. He's going to have 500 behind here. This table actually seems like it's a pretty tight table now. Seat 6 has been opening up here a little bit. He's got pocket 9s. He's going to raise it up to 40. And seat 5's got a deuce 7 offsuit. He's not going to take it down.
Oh, what do you think?
He's not going to see the flop. And seat 6 is going to take it down. Seat 6 playing pretty loose here so far.
7 deuce.
It's funny. I played with Matt Savage. Like I said, I played with him several times. He's an Omaha player, Omaha High Split player. Played little 40-80 at the other casino. I remember the hand like it was yesterday. I had a wrap around straight draw with a nut low draw with a nut flush draw. I hit my 10 to make the nut straight, and Matt tossed his hands into the muck in disgust with his top set to take down about a $1,400 pot. Couple limpers here. One limper actually in seat 6. Deuce, 7-3 offsuit. So he really plays a whole bunch of different hands. And Sylvester's going to raise it up to 30 here. He's got 8-5 offsuit.
Very tight.
And we're going to see it heads up here. Deuce 4 called. Deuce 4 offsuit under the gun. Seat 5's got deuce 4. He made the call. And Sylvester's flopped middle pair and a gut shot straight draw. 7, 8, 9 with 2 hearts. And Sylvester's going to bet. He bets 40.
Are you the host?
And he is going to take it down.
I haven't seen it yet. I've seen it on the. I have T-Box. Seen it on the list. Watching seems to re-air a lot. What box score they re-air? You set your T-Box.
And you can email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions.
Promise those shows.
Going to be doing a solo job in here tonight.
One and records every episode.
Two big blinds.
When does it actually play normally? Like it's premiere for that week.
And it looks like everyone's getting a free "That's Allen" button out there. Several people are sporting the "That's Allen" 6-3 of Hearts T-shirt. Now Matt here is limped in with ace jack offsuit in seat number 4, and the button's going to raise it to 45 with pocket 7s.
I want to make him believe it.
Let's see if Matt is going to play. Nope, he's not going to play. Seat number 5 is going to take it down there with pocket 7s. There it is. Jim, he's from Texas, from Houston, Texas. Watched Live at the Bike before, wanted to be on the show, and here he is. You can come down to Live at the Bike, too. We stream live cash games every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 Pacific time. And, of course, we run a replay of the show starting an hour after the show, running all the way up until an hour or 2 hours before the show. You can also catch the entire week's replay on Sunday afternoons. And everybody out there, I assume, is going to be playing against me on Sunday. Get to that in a second here. Look at this. Matt Savage has made a raise here with Jack Deuce of clubs. Ace Deuce here in seat 5 is going to call, but pocket kings over there for seat 7. That's Jay. He's going to re-raise to 60 on the button. And we got three-way action. Is Matt going to gamble up here? Nope, not this time. Jay's probably one of the tightest players on the table. He shows the kings, and he takes it down. There it is.
You can give me action. I had 2 undercards.
Thank you.
I had pocket aces. I just couldn't play the
Nice hand there for Jay. Again, I don't think Jay. I think Jay's played this a couple of times, but maybe not this high. Maybe not on the 300 to 500 game. So if you want to play me, you can check out the LA poker scene. Go over there. $50 plus 5, no limit hold'em tournament. Sunday at 3 Pacific time. $100 bounty on my head. Anybody who wins locally can come and play me live at the Bike, heads up.
Just in case you want to do the limp.
This is going to be limped around here. Three-way action. Couple of aces in the hand. Matt Savage is in the hand with an ace-9. Flop comes 4-5-8. And it looks like it's going to get checked around here. The turn is a king of clubs. No help for anyone. But seat number 4, Matt Savage is going to bet $10 here. And he's going to take it down there with the best hand, ace high.
Monster pot.
Nice hand there for Matt. You know, it's funny, somebody was telling me, I was playing a little 5-10 no limit this afternoon, that Matt started off as a chip runner at Bay 101 up in San Jose, and then he moved up to assistant tournament director at Lucky Chances.
They made up a button.
We're going to see a look at a chip count here to open the night up.
And Donna forced me to wear it.
So there we go. That's going to be our starting point.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jim is already up a couple $100. Ryan is going to raise here. He's going to open his game up here on the button. He's got ace-8 offsuit. He's going to make it 30 to go. Matt's got an ace-rag, ace-7 offsuit. He's not going to play. Seat 5 had limped in with ace-3, and he's not going to play. And Ryan is going to take it down.
Don't do this.
There you go.
Matt, how often do you get to play? Not very often. Not as much as I'd like to. Been busy.
Button's going to move over there to seat 2.
Inside poker?
Okay, so it's already on at that time?
Yes.
How was it Niagara Falls? I saw something about that. Is that nice? That's nice.
It was a very nice.
Well, Matt Savage in seat 4 in the big blind. He's got big slick offsuit here, seat number 4.
Just because I love it. Were you in Tunica last month? I was not. I was in Australia. I went to Australia.
Looks like it's going to get limped around here.
That seems good.
And Boston is on the button, and he's going to raise. He's got Jack 5 of clubs. Let's see what Matt's going to do with ace-king here.
Here I am limping again.
He's going to make the call. So Boston brought this hand in for a raise. And Jim's in there with 8-9 suited, $60 pot. And Matt's hit top pair. Let's see how he's going to play it. Boston has bottom pair.
Corona, 50. Corona.
And it looked like Matt checked, and Boston bet 50. Let's see how Matt's going to play it. He's going to call. Jim doesn't have much of anything here. And he's out of there. $160 pot here. Here we go to the turn. Turns a 9. Matt still in the lead. He checks. Let's see if Boston takes the card. Gets checked to him on seat 2.
Go ahead.
He's going to check right behind Matt. Here we go to the river. The river's a 3, and Matt's got the winning hand with ace-king. And he's going to come out and bet. He's going to bet 100. Stack of yellow. And I don't know if Boston can call here with bottom pair. I mean, Matt, if he was on a draw with queen-jack, probably would have got there on the turn. And I think Matt showed the hand there with ace-king, and he's going to take it down. Nice hand there for Matt.
Games here every day. Games here every day.
Into the night.
Button's going to move over here to seat 3.
Gave me that free card.
Ace 3 of hearts here for seat number 3. King queen for seat 5. And Ryan is going to raise it up to 25 with pocket 10s.
I want to give something back here.
Thank you.
And Matt is going to call. He's got jack 4 offsuit. He's going to gamble it up here a little bit. Seat 5 is going to call with king queen. So we got pocket 10s, king queen, and jack 4. 3-way action. Here we go. King 6-6. Jim has the best hand here with a king. Remember, Ryan was the pre-flop raiser with 10s. And Jim is going to come out and bet.
50.
He bets 50 into this board. Now, Ryan's staring at just one overcard here. Ryan talked to me before the show. He said he wanted to open his game up. He's going to fold. And Matt is going to fold. And seat number 5 there is going to take him down with a pair of kings. We're already done with our first half an hour of the show. Again, we're here playing 300 to 500. No limit hold'em with 5-5 blinds.
Oh, yeah.
You can email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions.
There's a lot of regulars.
Matt Savage has the button over there in seat 4. Big blind in seat number 6.
25.
$25 raise here by seat number 3 with queen jack. And he's going to take it down here without a flop. And there it is. Button's going to move over there to seat 5. Word is that David Tuchman is still in England. He's going to be back on Monday. As I just learned. I thought he was supposed to be back today. Hey, what am I going to do? It's just me here tonight, folks. What can you do? Button's going to move over here to seat number 5. That's the Texan, Jim.
To be on the show anyway.
I got to tell you, sometimes I wish I could follow my own advice. I lost a pretty big pot with ace-queen right before the show started. Boy, is that a sucker hand.
15.
$15 raise here by Boston. King 9 of diamonds.
Just what you got there.
Button's going to call. Pocket 3s. Small blind's going to call. Queen 7 off suit. Here we go. About a $45 pot 3 ways. Boston, the pre-flop raiser. Ace 10 deuce. It misses everyone. Pocket 3s is still the best hand here. And Boston looks like he's going to make a continuation bet. And he does.
40.
He bets 40.
So do you have a specific one you use?
And Jim here, he's going to make the call with pocket 3s. Wow. Well, he's in position. Maybe he's going to try to figure out if Boston has an ace. Turns a jack. Boston's got a straight draw now. Can he fire again? Looks like he's going for chips. Those purple chips are $25 chips.
70.
He's going to bet 70. And I don't think Jim can make this call here. Good post-flop aggression by Boston. I mean, it would be a hell of a read for Jim to make this call with pocket 3s. He's not going to make the call. And Boston's going to take it down there. Nice hand there for Boston.
Can. He just did
Button's going to move over here to seat number 6.
Yeah.
So again, if you see purple chips, they're quarters. Yellow chips are $5 chips. We're playing 5-5 no limit hold'em tonight. $500 restricted buy-in. $300 minimum, $500 maximum. Sylvester's got an ace-jack suited over there in seat number 3. He's going to make it 30 to go.
What are you doing? Already looking to cash out?
Ryan's got queen-jack of diamonds, doesn't even think twice about folding there. And Sylvester's going to take it down. And I know that Ryan avidly watches the show, so he's got to be familiar with the fact that Sylvester can play it pretty loose.
Now, okay, I know what you can do with that $40.
$200
Try the
bounty
table
on
around.
himself.
There you go.
Right?
There's a look at Ryan.
Since you already ordered.
No, we'll order again. It's a long night.
$200 bounty.
Button's going to move over here to seat number 7. Limped around here. And it's going to get limped around as the blinds check it. 4-way action here. Ace, queen, deuce.
I'll let you try.
Looks like seat number 3's got a queen jack, and Sylvester's going to bet the pot.
Bet 40.
Bet $40 here.
$16, man.
He bets a lot more than the pot. He bets 40 into a $16 pot. Ace, queen, deuce on the flop.
I have to be bluffing, right? Come on.
I folded crazy.
And he's going to take it down.
Can't believe it. Never thought it would hit.
I mean, not only are we doing that bounty tournament, bounty on my head, this Sunday at 3 o'clock Pacific time, but we are going to be doing the $500,000 free roll. You can check that out. You can use the deposit code 5X500K. Get 5 free entries into Stage 1 tournaments that are held 4 times daily. If you win one of those, you will get into the finals in October for a $500,000 free roll. Seat number 4 raised it up here, Matt, with looks like 10-6 of diamonds. Let's see if Matt follows through with the bet here. The flop comes king, 9-3, rainbow. Matt has bet 20, and he's going to take it down there as everybody else misses. There you go. Nice aggressive play there for Matt. What kind of bracelet is that? Is that a World Series bracelet? Do they give those out to the tournament directors? I wonder. Button's going to move over there to seat 9. Is that a World Series bracelet? Gonna look at his watch and some of his bling bling. Of course, you can join us tomorrow for 10-20 no limit hold'em unrestricted buy-in. Seat number 5 is going to bring it in for 25 with ace deuce off suit. He's played pretty loose pre-flop as well. And I don't think that anyone's going to call here. Boston's got 8-6 offsuit. He's not going to call. And seat 5 is going to take it down. That is Jim. There you go.
How much do you make?
You make 10, yeah. And you get the last option to...
Kill it.
Last straddle.
And Matt Savage is going to live straddle. He's going to have the option when it comes back around to him. It's 10 to call.
And you can't look at your
Add
cards.
some action into this game.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Well, seat number 5 looks like he's going to bring this one in for a raise. Under the gun.
35.
He's going to make it 35 to go. He's got queen 10 of diamonds. And seat 6 is going to make a cold call with ace rag. Ace 7 offsuit. See what Matt has. I can see a 1-4 clubs in Matt's hand. Button's going to call with ace deuce of hearts. And we've got ourselves a little bit of a pot here. Matt looks like he's got 4 clubs. I can't see the other card here. Again, he's just showing us one card, the 4 clubs. He's got pocket 4s. Here we go, to the flop. King, 5-7. And Art's got the best hand here at the pair 7s.
You're a tournament director. Keep both of those in mind.
Seat number 5 is going to check the queen 10. And Art is going to lead here with second pair with the ace kicker.
That's 60.
He's going to bet 60 to a pot that's about 140. He's betting half the size of the pot. And Matt might be staring at too many overcards here. He's not going to get involved with it. Jim really missed his flop as well. He was the pre-flop raiser with queen 10 of diamonds. Nothing like making a big cold call with ace rag and hitting your middle pair to take down a $150 pot. Seems pretty happy about it as well. Of course, we have our Winning of the Green tournament series coming up next month. Anybody in the area, come check it out. Lots and lots of action in the tournament room and in the on the side here in the plaza. We are going to be packed. Best place for no limit hold'em cash games here, right at the Bicycle Casino. Seat number 3 here, Sylvester's got an ace queen and a small blind. Looks to be the best hand right now. Ryan's got a little suited connector over there in seat number 9, 8-9 of clubs. And hey, you know what? Seat 6 is going to bring this one in for a raise with Jack 7 of clubs. He's going to make it 25 to go. And Ryan looks like he might make the call. He does with the suited connector. Sylvester calls, and it looks like, is Matt going to gamble it up? Matt's going to gamble it up. Matt's got 7-3 offsuit. $100 pot 4 ways. Here we go. Queen 10-3. Sylvester's hit top pair here. And it looks like, and look at this, Ryan's going to make a bluff at it. He's going to bet 60. He thinks it missed everybody. He's got a gut shot to the jack. And this might put Sylvester to the test. He's out of position, but he's going to raise. He doesn't buy it from Ryan. He's going to raise it up. It looks like 125 more.
180 total.
So about 105 more to be precise. Yeah, 125 more. And again, Ryan has just got the ass end of a gut shot to the jack here. Backdoor clubs. He knows how aggressive Sylvester plays sometimes, but he's not going to get involved with it. And Sylvester's going to take it down there with the ace-queen. Again, I went, I was up about $1,500 after a few hours. I played well. And then I made a call to an early position $50 raise under the gun in the 5-10 game with ace-queen offsuit. Flop game queen 10-6, couple diamonds. Guy under the gun came out and bet. He was pretty solid. I called. It was a $150 bet. Turn was an ace. At that point now, he only has 600 left. He bet again. I moved all in. He turned over a set of 10s. Just a sucker hand, man. I don't even know why I got involved making the call pre-flop, but I definitely should have laid it down on the flop. Boston's got king, queen of spades here. He's going to bump it up here from the cutoff. He's going to make it 30 to go. Sylvester's got ace, jack offsuit on the button. Is he going to play? He's thinking about it here. Really, really thinking about it here. And he's going to fold it. But seat 6, Art is going to call with king 8 offsuit. And Eric's got an ace 10, and he's going to make the call. So we got about a $100 pot here. Boston, the pre-flop raiser. Here we go with the flop. Ace, deuce 9. And again, this might put Eric to the test here if Boston puts a nice sized bet out here. But Eric looks like he's going to bet right into the ace, and he does.
50.
He's going to make it 50. Again, Boston's got maybe 350 or 400 left. Next to that, that's Allen button. He's got a little stack of purples. Maybe $150 in purples and maybe another 150 in yellows. Maybe 300 there. He's going to fold it. And Art is out of the hand. And Eric is going to take it down there with the ace 10. There you go. Again, you want to follow a live thread, start of the internet, go to 2plus2.com, spelled out, click on forums. Tournament, go to Tournament Poker under there, World Poker Tour, etc. Official Live the Bike thread for February 16th. And Surf on Illini, I like the Baba Booey avatar. Big fan here. I was actually talking with Isaac before the show about how I caught a little bit of Stern early this week
20.
on Sirius with some very unpleasant hair waxing that went on. Funny as hell, though. C2 here made a raise. 6-3 off suit. Sylvester called, and Matt called with King Jack. Boston's the pre-flop raiser, and Sylvester's hit top set. Boston's got a piece of this. He's got bottom pair. It's about a $60 pot.
Bet 40.
Boston's going to bet 40. See how Sylvester's going to play it. He's going to smooth call. Really card here for Boston would be a 6 or a 3. Turns a 7. And again, Boston is familiar with Sylvester as well. Pot's about 140 right now, and Boston's going in for more. And he's going to move all in. He moves all in, and I think this is an insta-call for Sylvester. Boston is drawing dead. 225. The river's a 4. It's going to... And look at this. It's a straight. Look at that. No, he wasn't drawing dead. He had a gut shot to the 6. He was open-ended there on the turn. I didn't pick that up. He bet with an open-ended straight draw and a pair. He moved all in for 225. Sylvester instantly made the call with top set. And Boston's going to take down a pot of about $600 to $650. And he's holding up the That's Allen
Oh, it
pin.
has to be suited. Sorry.
6-3 offsuit. Picked up the open-ended straight draw on the turn. Wow. Hits his straight card on the river.
I didn't know that at the time.
Unbelievable stuff here. Let's see if that puts Sylvester on tilt a little bit.
You would fold.
Wow. What a river card. And Boston doubles through there. Button's going to move over here to seat number 6.
Don't play it like that.
Unbelievable. Sylvester, he'll usually raise
$20.
on his sets. Chose just to call that time. Matt is going to bring this one in for $20. He's got deuce 5 of clubs, and he is not going to take it down. And I'm sure this table is a little more tight than Matt is accustomed to seeing on tournaments. I forgot to ask Matt. He has a website, and I don't know if maybe Donna can ask him so he can plug his website. But he's got a pretty nice website there that asks him that basically tells him about his availability with tournament and such. Savage Tournament with an S. SavageTournaments.com, www.savagetournaments.com. Check it out.
Good site, too. When you're doing a tournament, you can check it out.
6 players.
6-way action here, limped around. Ace 5-7 here with a couple of clubs. Kevin's got an ace 6 in seat 8. And Matt's going to bet. He bets $10. He doesn't really have anything here.
25.
And Kevin's going to raise it up to 25 with top pair. And I don't even think Matt's going to call this here. Matt was just making a move here at the pot. He does not have a draw. No. And that's actually Art, who raised with 6-7, excuse me. Takes it down. The ace high actually mucked there to the raise. That was Jay in seats. I believe it was Jay in seat 7 with the ace.
Someone has the night, they call.
So Art raised there with middle pair, and he took it down. Button's going to move over here to seat number
Okay, let's go.
8. And I believe Matt's going to leave on his big blind. Well, it was a pleasure for him to stop by. Boston here is under the gun in C2. He's got pocket queens. He's going to make it 15 to go. Matt Savage has got an ace 10. He's going to call. Ace 10 offsuit. Now seat 6 there, Art. He's got king queen suited, and this is a re-raising hand for him. He's going to raise it up to 40. Seat 8's going to call with 6-7 of clubs on the button. And it's back over to Boston. Let's see if he's going to repop it here with pocket queens.
Raise.
And he says raise.
200 more.
200 more.
200.
That will quickly get Matt out of the hand with ace-10.
Give back
And I
all
mean,
the
Art's
money.
played it really, really loose pre-flop here. I don't know if he can make a 200 call as he sucks down that Long Island with king-queen suited.
But I enjoyed my time here.
And he's thinking about it. Well, that's a monster, Art. No, he's frustrated, but he folds.
Kings are good, bro. Back up back.
And Boston's going to take it down there.
Always overrated.
Ever had a Long Island iced tea before? My goodness. If it's made properly, one of those will really get you down. Get you going for your night, whatever your purpose is for the night.
So come in.
Then of course, if you're drinking a blue one of those, that's an Adios Mofo. Same thing, but with blue carousel. Remember, I used to bartend on Sunset Boulevard. Oh, Miyagi's and Saddle Ranch. Anybody in the LA area? I could make a mean drink.
30.
$30 raise here. Queen 9 of hearts. Matt's going to call. Matt's got a suited connector here.
Play like a 5-5 game.
Seat 6 is going to call with a suited connector. Matt has 6-5 of clubs. Art has 6-5 of diamonds. Sylvester raised with Queen 9. And Kevin's got Ace King. And he might re-raise. And
120 total.
Kevin is going to re-raise.
Oh, 125.
He's going to make it 125.
Wow.
What happened?
So he's re-raised here with the Ace King.
What happened? Red Dwarf?
And it doesn't look like
This,
Boston's going to fold. See, Sylvester's got Queen 9 of hearts. I don't know if he's going to take this to a raise and a re-raise here.
When he was younger, he was on the hit TV show. And his catchphrase, what happened?
I think I remember.
He's asking
Yeah.
how much more it is here. No, he's not going to play it.
I really wanted to play this.
I know, Matt. You got a nice suited connector.
If you don't play it, you have to buy us all a drink.
Anybody can get me a Long Island iced tea here in the booth.
Cocktails?
Oh, man. There's always party poopers in here. I'm doing it alone here. Are you kidding me? My goodness.
Hey, we're going to get Savage Toast.
Button's going to move over here to seat 1.
He said last hand about 10 minutes ago.
And Matt's going to play one last hand here in seat 4. Queen Jack for seat number 1 on the button.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you.
Matt is out of here. Well, looks like he might have been down a couple bucks there, but I'm sure he had a lot of fun. And again, you can go to savagetournaments.com, check out his website.
Made money.
Thanks a lot, Matt. And look for his lifestyle show coming out. Got his crew behind him. $40 raise here for seat 6 with pocket 7s. Now, Eric's got a Queen Jack off suit. Kind of a trap hand, but he's going to make the call. Matt's
not my
cashing
way.
his own chips over there.
Two players.
And we're going to see it heads up here.
Don't see it,
Pocket
boy.
7s
Don't take
against
it down.
Queen Jack.
That's just no wimpy way.
Ace, deuce, 3 here on the flop.
Yeah, see, here we go. Check
Button's
it
got Queen Jack, not 9-6. Turns a Jack, gives, and maybe these two don't bet against each other. Again, Queen Jack against pocket 7s. And Queen Jack is going to take it down. I guess Eric and Art agreed to check that down, which you oftentimes will see in a cash game.
He said he wouldn't normally call it, but you're kind of wimpy, so he figured, what the hell. He said you're pissing him off. All your damn pre-flop raises.
Button's going to move over here to seat 2.
Oh, no shit.
And it looks like actually, Matt's tournament site is savagepoker.com. I think we said it is savagetournaments.com, savagepoker.com, same thing. Pocket Kings here for seat 5.
How did I know you
And
were going to do that, Tex?
he is going to raise. Looks like he is in the big blind.
Raise 50 more.
He's going to make it 50 more to go here.
Spends all that time with the cattle, man. You know, you got to raise every now and then.
$50 more with pocket kings. And Art's really thinking about calling here with the ace-3 of hearts.
Deep in the heart.
He's really struggling with this one, but he folds.
$50 more dollars?
50 more.
Thanks, Matt. Matt just gave me his card. Came into the booth. And Jim is going to take it down here.
Sorry. Big blind.
There it is. Takes it down with the kings. Don't see a flop. Jim from Texas. Button's going to move over there to seat number 3.
You're bored.
I believe that Sarge is going to come back out. Or Surge, excuse me.
Little magic here and there.
Big blinds over there in seat 6. Pocket kings again, this time for seat 8, Kevin.
25.
He's going to make it 25 to go. Doesn't look like anyone's going to make the call here. A lot of garbage out. Well, seat 6 has got ace-6 offsuit. Ace rag. And he's going to play. $50 pot heads up. Here we go. Kings against ace-6. Well, 8-8 deuce. Pretty safe here for kings.
He didn't even buy us a drink.
Actions on Art. He's going to check.
Twice I tried to get him to buy us a drink.
And Kevin here is going to bet.
First time, but then he didn't actually follow through.
Bet 50.
He bets 50,
I mean, no, I'm going to be on their damn TV show for nothing.
and he's going to take it down there with the overpair. Nice hand there for Kevin.
I just don't know how to play 8-3, do I?
Thank you.
That's Allen. There it is. Allen's still making a tear, having a killing here in these cash games. I'm sure we'll see him again tomorrow. We're already done with the first hour of the show. We got 2 hours left. Pocket kings again. This is 3 times in a row. This time it's for Eric, and Eric limps in here. Probably going for the limp re-raise.
Figure out how to play it now.
And Sylvester's got pocket 4s over there in C3. He may raise. Let's
I'm
see.
looking at you. What do you think I'm doing?
Let's see if Sylvester raises. No, he's just going to limp in.
For an hour, right?
And Eric is not going to, he's probably not going to be able to limp re-raise here. Yep, it's going to get checked around and, well, oh, the small blind's going to raise with King 10. Monster hand. He's going to make it 30 more. Let's see what Eric Ryan's going to do here now with kings. He is going to re-raise. Limp re-raise. He makes it 100. Makes it 100 more.
Still can.
Sylvester folds. Let's see if Art's got some gamble in him. Those Long Island's got some gamble in him. King 10 offsuit out of position to Ryan, who's probably the tightest player on this table. Limp re-raise from early position. He is really thinking about this one. This is a tough one, Ronnie, isn't it? It's 70 more for him. Giving a look over there to Ryan. Remember that guy that we had on the show in Limit Hold'em? He was the Magic player. Always gave those pained looks. Forget that guy's name, but maybe someone can help me out there. Ryan's going to take it down there with the Kings. I mean, I might go so far as to say is love to see Art. Seems like a nice guy stay in the game, but if he's going to struggle with decisions with King 10 offsuit from the small blind, what's going to happen when he picks up a real hand? But it's going to move over here to seat 6. Art is on the button. I can see one king. He's got King Queen offsuit over there in seat 6. Probably would raise or re-raise here. We'll see.
Sorry.
Fill me in, Wayne.
Seat number 5 is going to raise. He's got King 10 of clubs. He makes it 45 to go. Let's see what Art does with the King Queen offsuit. Looks like just a call. Oh, no, a re-raise. Oh, excuse me, just a call. I got excited there for a second. 3 stacks of $15. And we're heads up. $90 pot. And Art has Jim dominated. Jack 8-7 here. King 10 of clubs against King Queen.
Cocktail?
Cocktail. Cocktail.
And Jim's going to bet 40. And Art, he's got some raisin chips out there. Let's see what he's going to do.
Sit 5.
He's going to raise here with King Queen.
Yeah, Tanqueray and Coke and
He's going to make it 125. Wow, Art's got some gameplay in him.
Filet mignon with baked potato, please.
drinks.
What's that called? Meta game considerations? For all those out in 2+2 land? Well, Jim's got a gut shot here to the 9. Backdoor clubs. He doesn't. His hand's really not that good. But he's thinking about it as well. And Art has the best hands.
About time. Get him out of here, please.
He's really thinking about this one, Jim. Really thinking about it. He's got a gut shot. He's got an overcard. Backdoor club draw. Tough decision. I know I'm alone here in the booth. I mean, maybe I'm missing something here on this hand, and he folds. And Art takes it down. You know, there isn't somebody to slap me, correct me, next to me. But there it is.
Once you put them down there, you can't look at them again.
Wow, here we go. Look who's come to the table. I love it. What's her name? She's a cutie. Linda? Linda.
When you don't show.
Can we ask Linda to take her glasses off for a second? But moves over here to seat 7. Big blinds in Ryan's hand in seat 9. Linda's actually been around for a while. I don't know if she's ever played on the show, but I always see her playing out there in cash games. I saw her in 2040 earlier. She played in some no-limit games. Ace Queen here for Eric. He's going to limp in. Sylvester limps in with a 6-5 offsuit. Seat 6 is going to raise here. And that's Art. He's got 8-9 offsuit. He's going to make it 25 to go.
I said, if I don't raise, you raise. I hadn't noticed.
And I'm sure Eric is going to at least call here. 25 to go, 20 more for him to call, and he calls. Let's see if Sylvester's going to make the call. He's got 5-6. He does. 3-way action here. Art, the pre-flop raiser. Well, Art flop bottom pair here. Eric has got a gut shot. He's actually got a double... No, he's open-ended, excuse me, with the queen. 9-10 jack, 2 spades. Looks like Art has the best hand there with the pair of 9s. And he's going to follow up and bet.
60.
He bet 60.
60s.
50s. Excuse me, 50.
60s.
And let's see what Eric's going to do here. He's got overcards and he's open-ended. Looks like he's going to make the call. And Sylvester doesn't have anything here. He's going to fold. So Eric with the overcards and the straight draw, probably a favorite over Art with 2 cards to come. Here we go to the turn. The turn is an 8, and now Art has bottom 2 pair, but Eric's made a straight. pot is about 180 bucks here.
I probably didn't take this hand.
Hold on. He's eating his dinner. Give him a break.
You want to take it this hand?
Oh, please. Eric's asking him if he wants to check it.
Okay, go ahead.
Check, check.
Let's see.
And the river's a 5.
Jack 9 good?
And Eric's going to take it down here with the straight.
Fair enough, good.
Straight's going to take it down. And the button's going to move over here to seat number 8. I mean, if you don't bet against your friends, I don't understand why you go for draws against them, because there's no implied odds.
You had 2 pair, huh? 8, 9.
Doesn't really make that much sense. Again, you can email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions. Button's going to move over here to seat 8. Ace, queen of diamonds for the button. Looks to be the best hand right now in seat 8.
Excuse me?
Seat 6 is going to limp in with the jack 6.
10 o'clock.
Well, you want to.
Live.
And Kevin is going to raise. He's going to make it 35 to go with ace queen.
I'd like to play all.
So it would be fun if we done
As long as you're not playing with me, sir, that's okay.
So he's made it 35 to go here with ace queen.
You know what they say about
And he's going to take it down.
only two things.
God, I hope not.
Only two things.
You know?
Squares and
The
steers?
button's going to move over here to seat number 9.
He's been around.
Yeah, we're here playing 300 to 500, no limit hold'em, 5-5 blinds. $300 minimum, $500 maximum buy-in. Usually players will stack their chips in 20 chip denominations for $100,
Nice that.
and a rack is $500. Ooh, here we go with the chip count. This is what we're at now, over $4,000 on the table. And here we go to the difference. Boston's the big winner here. He sucked out on Sylvester. He's up $300. Kevin's up 200. Ryan's down about 100. There you go. Button's going to move over here to Ryan.
It's up to you,
Again,
Bob.
that's Linda, new player in seat 4.
Art. It's up to you, man.
8, 9. You over here.
Okay.
Thank you. Call your live style. I'll call it blind, okay? Nobody wants to call the live.
Sylvester is straddled here, so it's going to be $10 to call.
I haven't even looked yet. I'll look too, just for fun.
No, I got.
Well, Boston's got ace 3. He's going to complete. Actually, I think he actually raised it about. He raised it, looks like 35 more.
No disrespect.
And it looks like he's going to take it down. Sylvester's not going to play 7-4 offsuit here. Boston raised with ace 3, took it down.
50 cents.
Oh, I like it.
There was another one to go with me.
Button's going to move over here to seat number 1.
Sip your drink. Bring it home with you.
Looks like somebody spilled a drink back there. Yeah. Don is frantically working to clean that up. All over the guy's jacket. Oh, no. Lovely Donna. That was a new cocktail waitress, yes. $30 raise here by seat number 5, King Jack offsuit. Boston's got ace king. Art's gonna make the call. Pocket.
Tanqueray and Co.
Wow, he's gonna. Excuse me. This guy keeps faking me out. He's gonna re-raise. He re-raises with pocket fives.
And everybody call and
Really playing it aggressive.
yeah.
He makes it 60 to go.
There you go.
Now, how is Boston gonna play this in the small blind with ace king?
It's up to you, dog. How's that salad, man? Cards are getting
You're
cold.
right, raise.
Eric is gonna fold. Let's see how Boston plays this. Raise and a re-raise. He's got ace king. He has Jim dominated.
What we're playing with my hand right now.
Look at you.
See what he's going to do here. He looks like he's going to call.
Count on Sylvester.
Now, Sylvester's got pocket threes. He doesn't have enough money to make this call. And he folds.
30 more.
And Jim, 30 more. He's going to make the call. $180 pot going three ways. Art, the pre-flop re-raiser. Here we go. Oh, boy. King, queen, nine. Two people hit top pair. Jim's got king, jack, top pair with a straight draw. Boston's got the best hand with ace, king. And it looks like Boston's going to come out and bet. And if Jim took so long with the king 10 club hand maybe a couple minutes ago, you wonder what he's going to do here. It's a $180 pot.
130.
Boston's going to lead for 130. Now it's about a $310 pot. 130 for Jim to call. Jim's got a trap hand here. He can easily be dominated, and he is. Outkicked. He has a straight draw to the 10. It's a $130 bet.
Kevin, do you still hit a jackpot at this?
I think Art can get away from the hand, though, next to act.
One day Alan was playing here. Seed 9 was open. Alan,
Alan?
Jim likes to take his time with these decisions.
10 minutes later, Seed 9 hits the jackpot.
He was the guy, the 3,000 game the other night. That was King on the River.
No, the other one.
Different Alan. Okay.
And Jim's going to make the, looks like
I think it's Taiwan.
he's going to call.
No, I don't
Yep,
know.
he's going to call.
The other Alan, the one
So I think Art can easily get away from it here.
that's crazy.
The pot now is ballooned to about $450.
No, he's Taiwanese.
$450 in the pot, 130 for Art to overcall here with pocket fives.
He's Taiwanese. He speaks Mandarin. St. James.
And he's going to get rid of it. There it is. So we got a $450 pot going to the turn. Jim needs a jack or a 10 to improve his hand. The turn's a queen. Queen of spades. And Boston's hand is still good right now. His kicker still plays. He's got to wonder, what did Jim call me with? He was the pre-flop raiser. Kind of difficult to maybe put him on king jack, but Boston has the best hand right now. It's a $450 pot.
I'm all in.
And he's going to move all in. He moves all in. And Jim's got about, I want to say, maybe 500 in front of him. Boston has him covered. Jim's got 400 in front of him. Boston has him covered. So let's say it's a $400 bet here. It's an $850 pot. 400 for Jim to call. And if he makes this call, it's going to be about a $1,250 pot, the biggest one so far tonight.
Excuse me, I didn't make a call.
And he's going to get away from it.
Give me a lifeline.
And Boston takes it down. Nice lay down there by Jim.
I put on king, but I guess no.
Ace king is
No,
good.
jack, ace, jack of clubs.
Rabbit Cam is actually the third queen. They would have chopped it up. If he made the call, they would have chopped it up. They would have had queens full of kings. Wow. Unbelievable.
10 of clubs, jack clubs.
No clubs.
The button's going to move over here to seat 2.
What am I dealing the button?
Linda's going to be in the hand for the first time here. She's got jack 8 offsuit. Seat 6 here is going to limp. Jay's going to limp in here, pocket threes. Seat 8's going to limp in with an ace 4 of diamonds. And Eric's going to raise. He's got king 9 of diamonds. He makes it 45 to go. In the cutoff, he's made it 40 more, 45 total. Art has queen 7 offsuit. Likes to take his time with his thought. He's going to get away from it. I don't think Jay has quite enough to make this call. He doesn't make the call. Kevin had an ace-4 of diamonds there. He gets away from it. And Eric is going to take it down there. I actually won a pretty big pot off of Eric yesterday. He's recently started to move up to the 500 game. And basically I had made a raise. We were playing 5-handed. I made a raise with ace-6 of clubs. He came back over the top of me in the big blind for a double. I called. He ended up having queens. I flopped the nut flush draw, jack high. The turn gave me a gut shot straight draw. He bet relatively weak on the turn. I called him again. The river brought me a flush. And he checked the river, and I bet about $500 into about an $800 pot, and he called with queens. Button's going to move over here to seat number 3. And Sylvester's going to raise to 25 here with 10-5 of diamonds. And Jim is going to call with ace rag in the blind. And Jim hits the ace. Ace, 10-9, but Sylvester's got middle pair. Jim's going to come out and bet as he has with top pair. He's going to bet 60. And let's see what Sylvester's going to do here. Has Sylvester been paying attention here? I mean, he only has middle pair with a weak kicker. Wow, and Sylvester's going to raise. Looks like maybe the minimum up to 120. We'll see. And Sylvester does not have that much left. And the interesting thing for Jim is he might feel that he's pot committed. 60 more. The pot is $220, 60 to call. And again, Sylvester does not have a lot of chips to bluff off in the next couple streets. It looks like he might only have about $80 right now. 220 in the pot, 60 to call. Let's see what Jim's going to do here. I mean, at this point, if you're going to call, why not just move the rest in if Sylvester only has $80 left? I mean, that's the way I would look at it in a restricted game.
I put him all in.
And that's what he's going to do. He moves all in. And Sylvester's going to call, and this is kind of one of the, I think it's a little bit of one of the weaknesses in Sylvester's game. He tends to gamble it up when he's short stacked.
Whatever.
I mean, Sylvester quickly calls. He pot committed himself with a pair. It's about 70 more. The pot's almost $500. Oh, the turn's a 10. My goodness, what a luck box. And the river's a 6. And Sylvester takes it down with trip 10s. My goodness. Nice turn card. And Sylvester's going to take down, well, we'll see how much it is. I think it was close to. I mean, basically, the guy put them all in. Sylvester had about 70 left. So there was another 260 in there. Yeah, close to a $500 pot. What an unbelievable turn card for Sylvester. Wow. Button's going to move over here to Linda and C4. The dealer doesn't chop Linda's finger off with the card.
Thank you.
And we're going to see a raise. Sylvester's picked up pocket rockets. He's going to make it 40 to go. And, wow, Linda's going to call with a king-jack offsuit. Trouble hand sometimes. She's on the button. And Jim's going to move the rest all in with ace-6 of hearts. Oh, wow. Jim might be steaming a little bit from that last hand. I mean, I think I would be, too. I usually have good emotional control, but you got to be kidding me. Turns a 10? My goodness. Sylvester re-raises all in. Linda quickly folds. And this would be a hell of a beat if Jim can put it back on Sylvester.
That's a big steer.
Wow.
I got lucky this time.
Oh,
What's
heart.
this?
Wow.
Oh, wait. Free roll.
Here we go to the flop.
Free roll.
It's about a $300 pot here.
Oh!
Wow, the case ace comes off. And that's going to do it. He's drawing dead. Turns a king. Although they can chop it with a jack. Nope, it doesn't come. The river's a 9. And actually, you know what? They could not have chopped it with a jack. See, I get myself going all excited. There was no straight out there. Sylvester takes it down.
10 was the winner.
And seat number 5 is going to rebuy. I'm just keeping everybody on their toes out there tonight. Wow. Sylvester, just like that, he would have been down to felt. Now he's got maybe 700 in front of him. Unbelievable. Got a post here on 2+2 from Cincy Lady. She says, I noticed that in some of your shows, people are doing straddles before the flop. I understand why this is done in limit games, but what is the advantage or purpose for that manner of doing this in no limit? Well, we actually don't allow it in limit games. Here, well, it's a blind raise. And look at this, Sylvester's got pocket kings now. Eric raised with pocket 7s. Sylvester's going to re-raise. Linda's got ace-jack of clubs. So again, Ryan raised, seat number 9 with pocket 7s. Wow, and Linda's going to instantly call with ace-jack of clubs. And she is in huge trouble. Big trouble here for Linda.
Easy,
I mean, a raise and a re-raise. Sometimes the ace-jack of clubs can look pretty, but
roll down in Houston?
wow. Raised by Ryan, re-raised by Sylvester.
This hour.
And how much more is it here for Ryan to call?
If I had a Kansas ring on it, would you
Be from
recognize it?
Kansas.
Don't worry about me.
He made it 100 total. I think that Ryan should probably get away from this one. But he's going to make the call. And we've got a $300 flop going 3 ways. A couple of the aces are already dead. Linda's going to need to get real lucky here. Here we go. Oh, and is Ryan going to get into trouble? 5, 8, 9. He's got a gut shot and he moves all in instantly. It's about $200 all in. And let's see what Sylvester's going to do here. It's a $500 pot. 200 for Sylvester to call. I don't think that Sylvester can get away from this. There's just too many other hands that Ryan could have here. He could do it with 10s. He could do it with jacks. I think it's a question of just, he's going to call.
You got queens or jacks?
Ryan, no. Ryan's going to need to catch a 7 or a 6 here. Here we go to the turn. Turn's a 4. Again, he needs a 7 or a 6. Here we go to the river. The river's a 5. And Sylvester's going to take it down with kings. Just like that.
He's on a roll.
Wow. $700 pot.
You just see an ace on the black.
Can we get the floor man over here?
You're going to get
Wow.
a big, yeah,
He was down to felt, folks.
guaranteed, right?
He was down to felt, and then now all of a sudden he's over $1,000. Unbelievable. So getting back to that question, we actually don't allow straddles in limit games. It's a blind race. You do not get the option here at the Bicycle Casino when it comes back around to you. I mean, straddling is done to increase action, increase the size of the game. I don't personally like to do it because I don't like to put in more money out of position. You can do it effectively, though, in a short-handed game, like a 3-handed game, where you can straddle on the button and always have somebody have to call and have and be last to act pre-flop and last to act on all streets. Another post here by Ryan 92584. Hey Bart, do the players get anything for playing in the game? Yeah, they get to win money.
Most of the time.
Got a raise here by seat number 5. Queen 4 of hearts. And Art on the button's got ace queen. And this is funny. He's just going to call. You wonder, I think Art thinks he's trapping because he's re-raised with a lot more inferior hands before. But he's got Jim dominated. And Jim outflops him. 6-5-4 with 2 clubs. Jim's going to bet. He bets 60.
It's a good play, though. You made him think twice about calling. You made him think twice.
As Ryan has rebought.
I didn't think he had that big 2 times in a row.
And let's see what Art's going to do here. A $60 bet here. And I still think Art was trapping by not re-raising pre-flop. And he's going to raise here with ace queen.
Something like that, 'cause it looks like a move.
Wow.
Doing the same thing again.
Crazy action here at the bike. He makes it. He makes it
Some raises 120.
120. He's trying to raise the minimum. Jim bet 60. Art made it 120.
125.
The pot is now 260. $60 for Jim to call. And Jim has the best hand.
I'll take one.
Jim has the best hand here with queen 4.
Smell my, do you smell my dragon breath from all the way across the table?
Eclipse?
Nothing like that, Coach. And I found out.
No, nothing like an Outcast one. But those have sugar in it. These are sugarless.
You want that? Smell my
And let's see what Jim is going to do here.
What do you got? 2 grams of sugar. 3 pieces. This is nothing. Doesn't even have
He's going to make the call here, at least it looks like.
Yeah.
He calls. $280 here. And Art's in real trouble. If he catches a queen, it's no good. He's going to need to spike an ace. Oh, the turn's a queen. 2 pair for Jim. And I don't think Art's going anywhere with this one. Check. Art moves all in.
I know you're not supposed to.
And I think this is an insta-call for Jim.
It's not your bet. My bet.
He's first, Art.
I'm all in.
Jim says it's not your bet, it's my bet. I move all in.
Yeah.
Art was going to move all in anyways. Why not let the guy bluff if he has nothing? But Jim makes the call. And the river's a 10, and Jim there is going to take it down with queen 4.
No. 2 pair.
Wow. Unbelievable action here at Live the Bike. Over a $500 pot there. Now we're getting into it.
Into art. Good hand, man.
You know, the funny thing there is if you got 2 pair and you're going to call it all in anyways, and the guy acts out of turn, why not just let him put the rest of the chips in the pot? As opposed to you moving all in front of him, and maybe he was making a bluff at it. But anyways, that was an interesting one. Looks like Barry Woods is on the thread. Barry Woods is a fan favorite, Live the Bike. I'm a fan of Barry Woods. Fan of the man, Barry Woods.
Oh, yes.
This deal, yay.
You like the cards? I'm the only one who likes the cards.
Button's going to move over here to seat 7. Looks like some people are commenting about how Sylvester is lucky. Somebody posed a question, I think a couple weeks back. Would you rather give your money to Sylvester, or would you rather give your money to Barry Woods? And then it sparked an interesting debate. Button's going to move over here, seat 7. It sparked an interesting debate, and Sylvester actually posted and said that I'd rather give it to Barry Woods. So there you go. Get a raise here by Jay. He's on the button. He's got ace-10 offsuit. Eric's got ace-king in seat 1. And Eric here is going to make the call. Linda's in there with Jack-10 suited. She calls. And Jim's going to play King-Rag suited. And now we're going to see some action here at the table. 4-way action, $120 pot. Jay on the button, pre-flop raiser. Here we go. Queen 5-4. Looks like it misses everyone. No one has a pair. Ace-King is still good for Eric in seat 1. See if Jay can make that continuation bet. He's going to bet.
75.
He's going to bet 75, and that might do it. I don't think anybody can call. He's bet 75 into a pot that's 120, risking the least amount here. I mean, I can't imagine anyone's going to call here. Nice hand for Jay. He takes it down. He's going to show the bluff? Oh, no. I actually met Jay's wife at the Queen of Hearts tournament last Sunday. Seemed like a lovely lady. She was playing. Button's going to move over there to seat 9. And I think we're going to get a chip count here in a second. A couple more hands. So I think Ryan, I'm going to speculate here, because we're going to have the calculator tell us, but I got to think that Ryan's going to be the big loser so far. And Sylvester might be the big winner. I mean, look at Sylvester. Are you kidding me? My goodness. And Linda's going to move all in here. She's got King 10 of diamonds.
Yeah, give him 250.
She's going to make it. She's got 105. I don't really understand the play here. I mean, you got King 10 of diamonds. You're going to move all in. There's one limper. The blinds are $5. I don't think she's going to get called, but. She's moved all in for 105. King 10 of diamonds.
Jack 10, 9, 10, 10,
Oh, she's going to take it down.
5, 7, 12.
There it is.
5, 7 clubs.
I guess
50
this king
cents.
goes in like a 60-40.
Just for the hell of it, you know what I mean? Just to see what happens.
The lovely Linda. Seat 4.
As long as it doesn't have old.
Would you have 7, 5 clubs?
Button's going to move over here to seat 1. Eric's got an ace. Ryan's got an ace king over there in seat number 9. Jay's going to limp in here with queen 10 of hearts. And Ryan's going to raise.
25.
He's going to make it 25 to go here. And he's going to take it down there. No one's going to call him.
Gotta get back on the game.
Ryan looks like he's got about 400. He probably rebought for 400.
A little bit. Take a little massage break.
That's Art over there in seat 6. The button moves over here to seat 2. I think Art might be on. He's probably going to get up. He's just finishing his massage here at the table. I guess.
30, 60.
He can finish the massage away from the table, too, you know.
He raised 60 with queen 4.
Ace King offsuit here for Eric. Seat 1.
No, you raised 60. He raised 120.
Call.
He re-raised you with
I can't remember. I'm trying to think.
If I don't like you, I can.
$30 raise here by Eric. And he's going to take it down. So again, getting back to the straddle thing, you know, in essence here, it's just, it's a thing to, increase action. You maybe if you're, if you're in a deep stack game, let's say, and again, this question came from Cincy lady. Let's say you were playing this game 5-5, and everybody at the table had $2,000, which is actually not that uncommon. Let's say everybody had 3 or 4 times the buy-in here. As we take a look at the chip count.
Somebody who's been around.
So this is what we're at now. And here we go with the differences. Ryan down 400, Sylvester up 650, Boston up 450.
Left his boots many
There you go.
places.
Jim in seat 5 down a little bit, 240. So let's say everyone had about $2,000 on the table. It's a way of making the blinds basically $10. You are putting yourself at a positional disadvantage by putting more money in out of position. But players like Corporation Mike, who play really loose aggressive, like to play that way. They like to keep pressure on the players. Like to always have the fact that, Mike always likes to raise out of the straddle spot. It's a move that he will commonly do. Everyone's going to limp, and you know what? Any 2 cards, he'll pop it up here. Say we're playing the 25-50 game. He straddled it, which means it's $100 to call. And, the players, let's say 4 players limp in. Well, now all of a sudden there's about $450 and $425 in dead money. Well, Mike's going to make it, he's going to make it 500 to go now out of the straddle spot with king rag suited or ace rag suited. I mean, he is out of position, but he likes to put pressure on the players.
No.
Now, I got to say, raising in limit, straddling in limit, I think, and, people can quote me or, respond to this, it is a big mistake in limit because the blinds in limit are very, very big in relation to the amount that you can bet in limit. I mean, the big blind is one full small bet. If you're playing 10-20 or 5-10 no limit, you straddle the $20. That's nothing. I mean, we're not talking about losing blinds in that game. We're talking about relation of play to other people's stack sizes. But in limit, you don't want to be giving away a small bet out of position every round. 10-9 deuce here, all clubs. We had a raise pre-flop by seat number. I'll get that information here. Maybe it was Boston. He's going to bet here with Jack 7. Club draw, gut shot. He's going to make the continuation bet. Yeah, Boston did raise it pre-flop. And I don't think anybody can call this, and nobody will. But again, if you look back there and, you're thinking about straddling in a limit game, well, if I'm playing my 30-60 game, I'm not putting $60 blind. Are you kidding me? No way. Under the gun? Because then you've got a savvy limit player that's just going to 3-bet you with any ace. I mean, it is a huge disadvantage to do straddle in a limit game. I don't understand why anyone would ever do it. And, maybe somebody can write in and tell me why it's a good idea in a limit game. But in my personal opinion, it's a big, big mistake in a limit game. Now, no limit, I think, depending on the situation, it's okay. I don't like to do it, but it's okay. Look at this. Ryan's got pocket aces. He's limped in again. Trying to get the limp re-raise. He's not going to get it. So we got three-way action. Here we go. King 9-3 here. Well, Ryan's got the best hand. And Ryan checks it. King 9-3 on the board. He checks the aces. The turn's a 4, and Jay's got 2 pair. Jay's going to bet 10, and Ryan's going to raise. Oh, my.
Oh, that's why you said you got to make a call.
Are you kidding me?
Got somebody watching the game.
And,
huh?
the safe thing for Ryan here is that Jay is pretty passive. The river's a jack, and Jay might just check. No, he's going to bet again.
Houston, watching it?
Yeah.
He's going to bet 45 here.
Yeah, they'll play it all day. Tonight.
$40 actually, and Ryan calls, and I just do not understand what Ryan was doing there on that hand.
The bandwidth gets full. If there's a lot of people
He
on it,
limped
but
with the intention of limp re-raising, and he checked the flop.
Yeah.
I mean, if he bet that flop, he was going to win. He was against the 2 blinds. You got to put some sort of information out
What
there.
time they start that?
Wow, that's a first. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, somebody going for the limp re-raise with aces and then checking the flop in position against the blinds. Wow. Button's going to move over here to seat 7. And I hope that answered your questions about straddling in no limit games.
What's that noise? Is that machine?
Shuffle, yeah.
Ryan's got a king-queen suited here in the blinds. And he's going to make a little raise out of the blind.
Ophelia!
He's going to make it
Ophelia!
15 to go. And Linda calls. Well, Linda's flop nothing, and neither is Ryan. Check, check here on the flop. Turns a queen. Ryan's got top pair now.
Give me a few minutes.
$20 bet here. And Ryan's going to take it down. Interesting emailer from Dave Jones. Makes a good point. I was bringing up that point about, if you're the guy with queen 4 there in seat 5 and the guy's moving all in out of turn, why not just let him bet out of turn? And he says the declarations out of turn are not binding, and you are correct about that. But still, I mean, I would just let the guy bet and call. Doesn't matter. If the guy's going to move all in out of turn, I'm going to call. I don't think he can say, oh, I didn't mean to do that because it was your turn. I'm not sure about that, actually.
Green pepper, Italian. What the hell? Bottle of water. Thank you. Okay, what the hell?
And they're going to chop this one up. I'm going to read this email. I know it's going to drive Isaac crazy. But this guy, he did it funny, and it was nice. He said, Bart, you're doing a great job solo tonight. Question. Would you ask your technical staff how much they would charge me for them to change the names from black background, white print to white background, black print? Then, would you please ask them to do it for free? The best to you in all of your solo ventures.
Okay, how much?
Dick Hickman from Ohio.
$50.
Can I take it home?
$50.
Bud's going to move over to seat 9. Ooh, pocket aces here for seat 5.
Oh, you get happiness. Huh? You need happiness.
And Linda's got ace-jack offsuit here, and she might move all in, and she does. And this is the danger here, Linda, if you go back and watch this show. She did it with king 10 of diamonds before. Now she's doing it with ace-jack offsuit. She's moved all in for 80. The blinds are $5. Jim's woken up with aces to her immediate left.
Oh, yeah, that's what I tried to say. It just could go around for free.
And you can see that one of the jacks are dead in Boston's hand. So Linda is in big trouble here. And seat 5's going to isolate. He's going to re-raise. He's going to make it 300 to go.
Whoa, careful. You guys are shaking the table. Broke
some
back
protection
massage.
there.
There's one.
And again, I said it before with the king 10 of diamonds. I'll say it again this hand.
Are we heads up?
Just not a great move there.
Sure.
That was
Oh!
And there we go.
Look what I'm up against. Wow.
You need some major help.
I need
Major help because one of the jacks are dead.
That ain't it.
Yeah, Jim's got the ace of clubs. Linda needs some sort of, I think he needs running jacks. That's it, folks. It's over. It's over. Jim makes the nut club
One time
flush.
Plus the flush.
Decent had to go all in with short stack. I'm up against Decent.
Well, and the funny thing about that, too, is, it's not just Linda that sometimes makes that mistake. If you're on the short stack, why not just rebuy or not play in the game anymore? There's just really no purpose. Or, I guess, sit there and wait for aces or kings. But, I mean, ace-jack, you're only going to get called. I mean, you can't sit there with $80 and, I know, make a raise to 25. It's kind of difficult to do that. But, if you're just going to push all in there pre-flop, you're really only going to get called by some select premium hands that tend to have your hands beat.
Come on, Greg.
How are you?
Good.
Button's going to move over there to seat number 1. Eric. Looks like Greg's coming in the box.
Not quite short, but okay. Oh yeah, I guess it is, huh? Yeah. 2.5. Don't play very often. I got 100. Jump right in.
And she's going to buy... She's going to short buy for 200 here. Seat 4. Commentator, Linda. Commentator. It's okay. I'll set up some private lessons. Just
I got to
Just
go.
kidding.
I got to go to one game.
ace 10 king here.
Went to the final game this afternoon.
Ace 10 king here.
White Sox.
Doesn't look like anybody has an ace.
Or Houston. I was kind of.
And Kevin's going to bet out here with king 9.
That well, I know he's done, but
He's going to bet 15
Yeah,
bucks
the
here.
three, the
I kind of
bug
wanted to
bees,
see
the
those
bee
guys do
boys.
something.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah.
Linda's not going to chase the straight draw, and Kevin's going to take it down there with the king 9.
They've been waiting a long time.
They played long. Where they go? 15
That's got to hurt, huh? Is your eyebrow or like the upper part of your eye very sensitive there? With a
I think this was
two piercings? I don't know. I would just think that would hurt.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
That's hard to find these days, man.
very cute.
That's why I was happy for Jerome. Better.
You know,
You know what I mean?
I'm
My
like,
goodness.
hey, okay, that had a good career. Let him win a Super Bowl.
Each his own, I guess. Pocket 9's over here for Sylvester in the small blind.
No, they let him win.
I still got a ticket signed by Mike Scott from 1983 when they won. He pitched no hitter to win the division conference in 1983. He
Little
pitched
$15
no
raise here
hitter
by
to
Boston.
win the division conference.
Sylvester's going to come over the top.
I've still got my ticket from that
Yes.
from Mike Scott. That was back when they were still.
Yeah.
And I don't think Boston's going to play here. Shows him the ace.
Yeah.
And Sylvester's going to take it down there with the pocket 9s. Again, I mean, the reason why I like Sylvester's game a lot, and I think that there are leaks in it because I think he sometimes will steam and sometimes gamble it up towards his rebuy period, is that he'll bet his big hands, he'll bet his bad hands, he'll bet his bluffs. It's tough to put him on a hand. I mean, when's the time you're going to see Ryan move in with 7s to that board to a raise and a re-raise? I thought Sylvester was full of it.
Just said yes or no. That would've
I mean, if you're going to sit in front of the computer and watch a video, what do you do?
yes or no would have been
Trade you.
I think they're going to institute topless poker here as well.
Seat sucks, by the way. That's 10 I had all night was ace of justice.
Button here's got ace 3 of clubs. Sylvester. He's going to call.
Yeah, that's just let him
Right.
chop
Okay.
it. Jesus. Limp in. Well, I have to
Three-way action
He
here.
wants to steal our blinds. Just watch. Take it.
30 players.
He wants to steal
Well, he's hit top pair here.
Okay, check. Your bet.
And Jim's going to throw a bet out here. He bets 30. And Sylvester is going to call. Here we go to the turn. Turn's a diamond. It's an 8.
You said 8, right? 8. Yeah.
And look at this. Jim's going to continue to fire at it. And for
60.
he bet 60. And for Sylvester now, I mean, he really only has pretty much a bluff catcher. He doesn't have a real ace. He can't beat a flush.
9 deuce.
The blinds could have any 2 cards, obviously. I wouldn't, fault Sylvester for just throwing this hand away right now.
7.
7 and change. 740.
Yeah, and he's not going to get involved with them, and I think that's smart. It's a nice play. It's a nice lay down by Sylvester, even though he laid down the best hand. River would have been an offsuit 9.
Take a sip. What, 8?
Talking about that now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Talking about Taiwanese. What's your name? What does he look like?
Button's going to move over here to seat 4.
I ordered one a while ago. I don't know where.
Waitress drink.
Yeah, evidently.
And seat number 8 is going to bring this one in for a $25 raise with Jack 10 of diamonds.
Thank you.
Sylvester's got the same hand. He's got ace 3 of clubs. He calls back to back. Linda's not going to play with king 8 offsuit. Seat 5's got ace jack. He has the best hand. He's going to call. And Art is actually back in there.
3 players.
So 3-way action here. Kevin, pre-flop razor, bang, hits top pair, 10-4 deuce, 2 hearts. Now, Sylvester has a wheel draw here. Might he call and make a move or raise right now? It's a $75 bet by Kevin. Again, these are the types of hands that if you're in there, you can call on the flop, see what happens, see if the guy's going to continue betting on the turn. Can you take it away from him? The blank comes, he checks, and you bet. You've got backdoor clubs, you have a wheel draw. You have an ace as an overcard. Might you take one off here? He bet pretty strong. He bet 75. He made a pot-sized bet. Let's see how much Kevin has left over there. Looks like maybe... Yeah, he's got about 400. Well, again, in this game, you might not get involved. But in a deeper stacked game, I think this is definitely a time where you might take one off in position on the flop. Wheel draw, overcard, backdoor flush draw. Can he just be making a continuation bet here? It looks like he's gonna raise. Sylvester is going to raise.
175.
So Sylvester's using, he plays it pretty aggressively post-flop. He's gonna raise. And again, if Sylvester makes this raise with his sets, with his 2-pair, with his really strong hands, he's gonna get players like Kevin to pay him off. I don't know what Kevin's gonna do now. But I mean, Kevin might come back over the top with Jack 10. It puts him kind of in a tough spot. But remember, it's Sylvester. He's capable of making moves. But, Sylvester did this with a set of deuces. It's a great play. Here, I don't mind the play. I might have just called the flop. He chose to raise. I still don't think it's a bad play. He's got a pretty weak draw with an overcard, backdoor clubs, wheel draw. You can't necessarily give this guy credit for any pair right now. Even if he has a 10, it puts him in a tough spot. He's got Jack 10 here. Top pair, mediocre kicker. How do you want to play it? He's out of position the rest of the hand.
Wasn't on her.
No, that's
I just want a simple yes or no answer. I didn't need all that detail.
no, you didn't.
Sylvester raised it up about 125 more, it looked like. Maybe 100 more. It's 100 to call.
All right.
Married 12 years. Gotta be including years sometime.
There's the raise amount. And Kevin's going to come back over the top here with Jack 10. And again, like I said, and I think that Sylvester can easily get away from the hand now. But what I was saying was that, if Sylvester does this with his made hands, and he gets a guy to come back over the top of him, out of position on the flop with Jack 10, that is a positive move. But look at this. Sylvester's going to make the call. I thought he was going to get away from the hand. It looked like maybe it was 150 more, and Sylvester calls. Wow. And he called without a second thought. It looked like he raised it up maybe just 100 more. So Sylvester made the call. And, folks, we've got about a $500 pot here going to the turn. Turns a club. Sylvester's got a club draw. Oh, boy. Kevin has moved all in. And has Sylvester done the math out? It's a $200 bet. He's getting about 3.5 to 1. He makes the call, and the river's a king, and Sylvester misses.
He said call.
And that's good. Jack 10 is good. I was going to say $200 bet into about a $500 pot. Sylvester's getting about 3.5 to 1. I had to take a second to do the math out in my head. I don't know if he was doing it in his head. He's got 9 outs to the clubs. He's got 3 more non-clubbed 5s for his wheel. That's 12 outs. And if he factors in an ace as an overcard, he's got 13 outs with 1 card to come. He needs about 3 to 3.5 to 1. Pretty close there, but he instantly called. And seat number 8 took it down.
I mean, he was kind of saying, like, you know, kind of, you know, grumpy.
Passionate about stuff.
Interesting response to my comments there by Cincy Lady. And, you know, I don't exactly know what level you're talking about. But now I don't usually play at, say, 8-16 or lower. I'm usually playing 30-60 or 20-40, where I think limits would be straddles. Limit straddles would be suicide. Maybe, you know, 6-12 if you find the right type of table where everyone's just going to call you with any 2 random cards. Remember, you're still out of position for the rest of the hand. Limped around here. Checked around on the flop, checked around on the turn. River's at 10. Jay's got the best hand here with ace-10 now. Let's see if Art's going to throw a bet out here with 9-10 now. Looks like he is. Jay's going to call. Actually, Jay raised. Wow. A $10 bet, and Jay raised. And in this spot, I'd say maybe a little bit dangerous to raise, but he gets a call by a hand that is inferior, and maybe he knew that Art put a bet out there on the 10. And he got a call there, and he took it down.
I'm losing it a little bit here.
Give this man a drink.
He's gone. He walked away.
Button's going to move over there to seat number 6. Got about an hour left in the show.
Don't give me significance. Pocket rush.
And remember what I said, Cincy Lady, about, you know, smaller limit games. Someone's not going to 3-bet. If somebody comes into my game and I'm in 30-60 and I've got ace-8 or ace-9 and someone straddles, I'm going to 3-bet instantly. And you're going to find that no one's going to be calling, you know, $90 cold with any 2 cards. King 3-9 here with a couple clubs. Boston had raised it up with pocket 5s. Jim flopped top pair here. It looks like Boston's going to continue to bet 40. Linda's got middle pair here with a weak kicker. She's not going to get involved.
Called it right outside.
But Jim is going to get involved, it looks like. And it looks like he just called. And Boston's going to need some help. If he caught the case 5, it would be really good for him because Jim would make 2 pair. Turns a queen. See if Boston shuts down here. He has played pretty aggressively post-flop. But I don't... And the funny thing is that if you remember maybe an hour back, you know, Jim laid down the best hand. Jim laid down top pair, which was not the best hand. This time Boston's bet 90 here on the turn. And is Jim going to lay the king 5 down now? Trouble sometimes when you pick up top pair with these up and down suited cards. And he's really thinking about this one. It's a $90 bet. It's about a pot-sized bet. actually a little under the pot.
Yeah, I knew
I
that.
think it's about a $90 bet into about a $130 pot.
Yeah,
And-
no, it was exactly 90.
And Jim is going to make the call here again.
So it's easy for
Now the pot's over 300, and Boston's in real bad shape here. River's an 8, and Boston might just give up. Let's see.
No, I didn't really
It's a $310 pot. Sometimes you have to just cut your losses. Although, could he use a club out of position as a scare card? If he bet big here, I don't think Jim could call, but I think that's probably the worst
King
card
no
you could see. And Jim's going to check right behind Boston, and the king is good.
I think.
Yeah. Email here from Tom. He says, "Hey Bart, I was reading an article on Phil Hellmuth in Poker Player Pro, and he was asked how often he plays live cash games, and he said once or twice a month only. But also he plays online. Is this common for most pros?" Well, I think it depends on which pro. I mean, there are definitely a lot of people out there that play tournaments only. Scott Fishman being one of them. And I think Scott Fishman admits that, he doesn't even want to play in a cash game because he thinks he'll screw it up. There's obviously different strategies going in. I've personally heard that Hellmuth is good for cash games. I've also heard that people have had the privilege to play with him, like in some of the Deuce to 7 triple draw games on Ultimate Bet, say that he's efficient in that. I've never played with him. I'm not saying that. But it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that someone who concentrates on tournaments is not necessarily that strong in a cash game.
second Earth Cricker. Last track.
Let's go.
Pot is limped around here. We've got 6-way action, $30 pot. Jack 8-5 rainbow.
Whatever is that's
25.
Sylvester's going to bet 25. He's got a gut shot straight draw. Flop is Jack 8-5 rainbow. Jim has got bottom pair here.
Without looking at. No.
He's going to call. Now Ryan has the best hand, but he's not going to overcall from early position.
Okay, we're heads up.
And Jim has the best hand. Sylvester needs a 6 here. He's got backdoor spades as well.
Let's see what happens.
Turns a 4, and now Jim has 2 pair. Jim in seat 5's got 4-5. And Sylvester bets again.
You win this without looking.
I still haven't looked.
Sylvester bets again here with 7-4. He's picked up a pair, but Jim in seat 5 has 4-5. And he's just going to call here again.
No, only the cameras know what I've got.
And here we go to the river.
Cameras know.
And the river's a 5. And he said he's totally gone dark. He's never looked at his cards. He's got a full house here, folks.
Yeah.
Huh?
He checks. Now you're gonna look?
No, I'm not going to look. No, that check's fine.
He said he never looked.
Turn over.
He's got a full house.
Oh, yeah!
I told you. Oh my god.
I don't know. He didn't bet the river.
He may have a 5. He is better than a 5.
Wow.
You write books for this game. Thank you, sir.
It's unbelievable.
Can you teach me how to do that?
In
Call
my-
mine and
in
Nice
my-
hand there, Jim.
Call me.
Look at that ring.
Call me.
Don't mess with Texas. He's got the Texas ring on.
Small big?
I just had a feeling you had a 5. I didn't think you had the 4 too. Wow. Runner.
Ryan's got ace king over here in seat 9.
Do you win with them?
And he's going to
25.
raise. He's going to make it 25 to go.
I was hoping to do the same thing.
Linda has 4-5. She's going to fold.
Hoping
Art's in there with 10-3 suited. He's going to fold. And Ryan is going to take it down there. Button's going to move over there. Eric in seat number 9.
one
Last selling?
Live straddle here, I believe. No live straddle. No. Read the font at the bottom of the screen. Play at the LAPokerscene.com, home of the $500,000 free roll. Click on the right-hand side of your screen.
25.
Or go to the LAPokerscene.com. Use the bonus code 5X500K. Get you 5 free entries into Stage 1 tournaments. Win one of those. get you into the finals in October for a tournament that has a $500,000 free roll.
75.
Wow.
Buxton re-raised.
Art has raised to 25, and Sylvester has re-raised out of the blind with Queen Nine of Hearts. I don't know about this play. Maybe this is his favorite hand. We've seen him play Queen Nine of Hearts strong. He's out of position. And Art is going to make the call with pocket deuces.
Okay, fellas. Heads up.
We are heads up here.
No limit.
No kidding.
Well, Sylvester's missed. Art has the best hand with pocket deuces. Can he take a lot of heat? And Sylvester has moved all in. He's moved all in for 300. And, yeah, I would say he's playing this hand a little recklessly. You know, sometimes players feel like they're in a funk where they're playing in a tournament where they need to win every single hand. I have tried to figure out what has gone through Art's head all night. I'm not going to try to analyze it. Maybe he thinks Sylvester has ace-king,
Got a dilemma.
and Art is not going to call, and Sylvester takes it down.
No call.
I'm glad I didn't do that. I had 6-4. Would have had to call us all in. Probably not.
6-4.
Yeah, I can call 75.
Button's going to move over there to seat 8,
I'll pay you 100 to lay that down, yeah.
I mean,
or seat 2. Why do I always confuse that? Seat 2.
6-4 suited. I can't call 75.
Guess I did.
I flopped 6-4 though.
Pocket kings here for seat number 5. That's Texas Jim, and he's under the gun. See how he's going to play it. He's going to raise, it looks like.
Careful, you're under the gun. You don't know what he's going to do.
70.
He makes it 70. Now Sylvester's got pocket 5s over there. Does he have enough money here to make this call? He only has 500. Jim's made it 70 with pocket kings. Wow. Boston's got ace-4 of diamonds. And I think what's going through some of these players' heads is, why is this guy raising so much? You know, it screams like he's got 7s, 6s, 8s. But no one's going to call. Jim is going to take it down there.
Too big to eat.
You pocket there, 18?
I think it was king. Did I get
Button's going to
any
move
money
over
out
there to Sylvester. Seat 3.
$4. No, you got
950. You gotta give me a blue one.
Email here from Ben Powell. Is the food at the bike free? Of course it is. If you're playing in the upper level, the food is free. Thanks for the email, Ben Powell.
You took my blind. You can use that to post your.
You think I should have so played that or what?
Quarter.
$25 raise here by Ryan. 6-7 suited. C2 is going to call.
Getting odds on my money.
He's got king queen in position on the cutoff.
Heads up.
At least you have some money to.
And we're going to take it heads up here. Queen jack offsuit, excuse me. King 10-7 here. Ryan swap bottom pair, but Boston's open-ended. King 10-7 rainbow. Actually, 2 hearts. A bet by Ryan here of 50. Boston actually has the queen of clubs in his hand. And he's open-ended. And he calls. Here we go to the turn. Turn's a king. See what Ryan's going to do here.
Yeah.
And Ryan's going to bet 100. So no fear for Ryan on this hand. He bets 100 here. And he does have the best hand here. Now Boston could catch an ace, a 9, a queen, a jack, or a 10.
Feel ya?
A 10 would counterfeit Ryan's hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Boston's thinking about it here. It's a $100 bet.
Got it.
If he were to raise right now, he would take it down, I'm sure.
Yeah, I called my business partner a while ago.
You can take a look at Ryan. He's looking away.
A while ago, he was the only one who, I didn't talk to my first wife yet. I don't know whether she's got it. My sister said she wasn't able to access.
What do you want me to do?
It's up to you.
It is?
You might have high speed internet. I don't know.
Boston's going to fold it. Ryan's going to take it down there with a pair of sevens.
What was your kicker? Seriously, just tell me what your kicker was, and I want to know what they're
Here,
going
watch
to
the other one.
Out of 5, and a king.
Uh-oh.
He didn't have it.
But I followed
Button's going to move over there to seat number 4. That's the lovely Linda.
I had a king.
Here we go with the chip count. Kevin leading the table here with 11.25. Texas Jim there with over $1,000, and Boston approaching the 1,000 mark. We've got over $5,000 on the table. Let's take a look at how these players are doing. Kevin is up $800 here
You're in the blind.
in seat 8. Took all that money from Sylvester. Boston up $450. And Texas Jim, even though he's got all that chips, he's only up about $60 here for the night. Linda down 300, Ryan down 440.
I'll find out later.
Set up here?
15.
Yeah, can you set up?
Please.
Seat 2 is going to raise here at 15. That's Boston. He's got pocket sevens.
That flops to 5.
Jim's going to call him in seat 5 with 8 deuce offsuit in the small blind. Art's in there with jack 4 clubs.
3 plays.
And we're going to go 3 ways here, $45 pot. Here we go. Boston pre-flop raiser. Queen 4-9. Looks like Boston still has the best hand here with sevens.
Getting crap and it's flopping. What can I say?
I didn't even get that.
And then when I have a good hand, like ace jack suited, it doesn't flop. Yeah.
30.
Boston's going to bet 30. About 2/3 the size of the pot. That's probably going to be enough. Well, Art's got bottom pair. And we've seen him make some interesting calls here tonight. He's not going to get involved with it. Boston's going to take it down. Here's a look at Boston from the full card camera.
Service?
Got maybe 40 minutes left, 45 minutes left in the show. Baron Bangor Toth on 2+2 writes that Scott Fishman and some of the crew donked it up in my Mirage game last time I was there.
Enough to play with.
And he wrote about it in an article at Gutshot, which I think is Baron's website. So you can check that out, gutshot.com. Click on, oh, is that you, Baron? Mean looking. We're going to have to get Denny Williams and you in a room here one day. Same room. Oh, speaking of Denny Williams. Yeah. Wow. But that's fruit. I think that's a little bit too healthy. Yeah. No fried watermelon and cantaloupe. Buttons over there in seat 5. Pocket kings here for Sylvester in seat 3. What is this, like the 5th time tonight? And Eric's going to raise. Seat number 1. We need to see his cards. He's got queen jack offsuit. And Sylvester is going to re-raise. You know, call me crazy what I said about Sylvester with the ace 3. Eric is a pretty tight pre-flop player. He's got queen jack. Sylvester's re-raised. I don't necessarily know if he's going to call, but there's no way Eric would ever call against any other player. But as long as Sylvester continues to raise, re-raise, bet, and raise his good hands, he's going to get paid off. And look at Art. He's going to call with pocket 3s. Raise and a re-raise.
Probably should have called.
Now Jay's got ace 9. This looks like it's going to be an easy laydown for him. And let's see what. And look at this. Eric's going to make the call. I told you I would never have thought he would have called against anybody else. But he figures Sylvester re-raise, he could re-raise with anything. And this is how Sylvester gets paid off. This is how some loose aggressive players get paid off. It's a $225 pot 3 ways. Here we go. Oh boy, and is Eric going to get himself in trouble here with this hand? Queen 8 deuce rainbow.
I was talking about the hand where he turned a king.
Art checks. And I'd love to see Sylvester just raise right now. Why not? Eric's not going to get away from it, and he moves all in. And again, he moves all in for like 400. And I can't imagine, if Eric lays it down, good. But I think Eric's going to look at Sylvester's reputation and say, I'm going to call with top pair. Let's see if he takes any time with it here. It's a $300 raise.
What's going on over there? Steaming? No good?
Well, he's showing him the queen. The pot is about $750, $300 to call. And when you're getting 2.5 to 1 here, he's got top pair. Wow, he folds and he calls Sylvester's hand correctly. He shows kings. Well, again, I was just surprised that Eric even called the pre-flop re-raise. It's a nice lay down there by Eric.
Could have been your pot if you didn't go up against king.
All right, hit my second pair.
Hit your pair. What's your keeper, Jack?
I don't like $20 hand at best.
Button's going to move over here to seat number 6.
Jack on the turn.
Thank you, sir.
Money. Bet.
Was it Jack on the turn?
Yeah.
Savings are really nice.
I didn't see the river.
What was on the river?
I didn't see that.
King.
That's the old river. The king. Perhaps he saved you money.
Good king.
Any less, I probably.
Little raise here by Boston,
So
15.
when you do that,
Ace king, remember?
Linda's going to call here, 6-7 offsuit.
I had bet things and no, yeah, keep it, we took it down.
Seat 8's going to make the call.
yeah, no.
3-way action here.
Didn't make it one time.
Queen deuce 3 with a couple clubs. Kevin's got the nut flush draw and a wheel draw. And he's going to come out and bet.
40.
He bets 40. And he's going to take it down there with the semi-bluff.
100 more, you have to call.
He still's got the That's Allen pin on.
That's how I decided to play crap.
Thank you, sir.
No.
Cocktail.
Can I get a seat, Trader?
Again, join us tomorrow for 10:20 No Limit Hold'em. And, I might have Hob in the booth if he's willing to come in here. If he's here, if he's not playing the game. Or maybe Georgian, some of the players that play in the game. Seemed like people were a big fan of Hav when he was in the booth here a couple weeks ago when I was playing in the game.
15.
We got a little raise here by seat number 2, King Queen offsuit. Jay's going to make the call here with ace-4 suited.
Heads up.
And we're heads up.
Wake up. We gotta play now.
Well, Jay's hit the top pair here. Boston's pretty good with these continuation bets. He's going to bet. He bets 30. Jay's going to call. Funny thing here is if Boston really pushes hard here on the turn, I wonder if Jay would stick around. The turn's a 9. Boston's going to check. And Jay's going to keep the pot small. He checks right behind him. And the river's a 6. Now, the way that Jay's played this hand, he's got to call the river. Well, it's probably just going to go check. Yeah. Ace-4 is good here. Jay takes it down.
Thanks, sir.
And again, I want to mention one of our newest advertisers, Poker Forever. You can go to poker4ever.com. Check out their site. They have free roll packages. I think it's every week, right? If you play a certain amount of raked hands. So go and check it out. The information I have in front of me is a week old, so I'm looking at you and asking you if they're good every week. Every week. Okay. We got a raise here by Sylvester. He's going to make it 25 to go with Queen 10. Seat 5 is going to call with Ace 7 of clubs. And Seat 8 on the button's got Pocket Kings. That's Kevin. He's the big winner so far tonight. And he's going to raise it up. He's going to make it 125 to go. Now, Sylvester opened this hand up with a Queen 10 raise here.
Let's raise 100.
He's going to get away from it here. Jim is out of position here with Ace 7 of clubs.
When I had a queen, when I turned my queen over, I'll tell you what, 75 to go.
And Jim's really thinking about this one.
I'll tell you right now.
He's going to get away from it, though. Yeah, poker4ever.com. Check it out. Last week, if you earned 200 rake points by that Sunday, you qualified for a free roll package that would get you a seat into the WPT World Poker Challenge in Reno, the EWSOP in Vienna, Austria, and then 60, I think, payouts from 2nd through 40th place got cash payouts. So check it out. Poker4ever.com. The Sunday free roll is limited to the first 1,000 that sign up. Looks like the LA Poker Classic there got 693 entries. Over a $7 million prize pool. Obviously, we want to wish Live Mike fan favorite Kenna James good luck. Seems like he's on a real tear. Again, check out his website, KennaJames.com. Sign his guest book. Tell him hi. Tell him how much you enjoyed watching him on Live at the Bike. Wish him luck. Got a raise here by Jay, seat number 7 with pocket 8s. Seat 9's going to call Ryan with suited connector on the button. Linda's in there with ace rag off suit. And Art's got ace 8 of diamonds suited, and he's going to make the call.
4 players.
4-way action here, $80 pot. Jay brought it in with pocket 8s pre-flop. Here we go. Queen Jack 3 here. Jay's got the best hand. Can he fire through? $80 pot. Checked by Linda. Checked by Art. No, Jay's not going to fire at it. And Ryan's going to take a card. Turns an 8. It gives Ryan a club draw, but Jay has got a set of 8s. The case 8 comes out, and Art might bet in here with ace 8. And he does.
35.
He's going to bet 35. See if Jay's going to make a substantial raise here. Pot's $115.
Let's raise to 100.
He's going to make it 100 to go. That should drive Ryan out of here now with the clubs. $35 bet, raise to 100. If Art makes this call, he's drawing dead. Case 8 on the flop, on the turn. And again, you got to, notice your players. Jay really doesn't play it that tricky, but Art says, forget about it. I'm all in. I don't have anything left.
No, you should see my hand.
And it's over.
I'm gonna see tomorrow.
Art is drawing dead.
They're probably saying,
Brutal?
River is inconsequential. It's a 5.
Did you rebuy or do you
I missed
Set of 8s is going to take it down there for Jay. Nice hand, Jay.
Oh my gosh.
horrible.
The only reason why they moved me because of that. Not to get going, and then I had fun over here. This table doesn't have any fun.
It's a good thing that
You gonna buy?
If you guys are over there at that other casino, you can come and say hi to David and I, because we're going to be playing in the WPT Invitational starting on Wednesday. I think I'm not exactly sure how many people are in there, but it's definitely a great opportunity for the both of us to make it really far in a televised tournament with a big free roll prize pool.
You good? So this is only one blind. You guys don't have to play. No money
Which
in the
means
pot.
that we are actually right. We know we're definitely not doing a show on Wednesday.
No money in the pot. It's just
Good?
We might possibly do a show on. Actually, you know what? I'll come back to you tomorrow with more information on that, because I don't know if David and I are knocked out before the show happens. We might have a show, because I heard that the levels are kind of small over there in the free roll.
30.
So I'm not. It is a 2-day event. So got a $30 raise here on the button by Eric, and Linda's going to call here with
Just the two of us.
an easily dominated hand, King Jack. Here we go to the flop. Eric's got top pair here, ace 8-3 with 2 hearts. Linda checks, and Eric's gonna bet. Linda's not gonna get involved. Eric takes it down there with a pair of aces. So again, we'll come back with more information about that tomorrow. I need to look into that a little bit more as to what the leveling is and such, but that free roll tournament starts on a Wednesday, so we may do a repeat that day.
Did you have these?
Button's going to move over here to seat number 2.
True. That was lying and he's not.
We're going to see a raise here by seat number 5. It's going to make it 20 to go. He's got ace-7 offsuit. And Eric is going to call. He's got ace-queen of hearts. Actually, he's going to re-raise. He's going to make it 60. Every time I see ace-queen, I'm sick to my stomach about how I played that hand this afternoon. Threw away about $1,000 for no reason. Man.
Down boy, down boy. Don't like my kicker.
And Eric's going to take it down there with the rear raise.
Down boy. Don't like my kicker.
Again, we're here live at the bike. We're playing 300 to 500, restricted buy-in, no limit hold'em. The lines for this game are 5 and 5. The yellow chips are $5 chips. If you see purple chips, they're $25 chips. Blue chips are $1 chips. The best restricted buy-in, no limit game in town by far. By far. Other casinos have 5-10 no limit, $400 max buy-in games. That's just a pitiful game. And we only dropped $3 off the top here at the bite, as opposed to $5 off the top.
Seat open.
Button moves over there to Sylvester in seat 3. We got a seat open here. Art has left the table. Seat number 6. We'll fill that soon. Jay's going to limp in here with pocket 4s under the gun. Boston's going to raise it up here to 20. He likes that late position raise. 6 deuce of clubs. And actually, Boston's got 10-3 offsuit. Sylvester calls his 6 deuce of clubs. Seat 5 calls with a king jack, and Jay's in there with pocket 4s. $80 pot. Boston brought it in with 10-3 offsuit. Here we go. Ace 4-8. Sylvester's got a club draw, and Jay's got a set of 4s. See how Jay's going to play it from up front. Will he practice what we preach? Is he going to bet into the board? Ace 4-8, couple clubs.
You bet.
Nice.
You bet.
Seat 5 checks. And Jay is going to bet right into the set. Hopefully Boston has an ace here. He bets 50. Boston's out of the hand. Sylvester's got a flush draw. You've got to think, though, if Jay is betting here, he's got something big. Minimum ace-queen, I would think. Minimum. Sylvester makes the call. It's a $180 pot here as we go to the turn. Turns a jack. Jay's good so far. He's cutting out chips. He's going to bet 80. Only $80 here into a pot that's $180. So the pot is now $260, 80 to call. It's a little bit of a weak bet. Jay might be doing a little bit of reverse psychology, maybe trying to entice Sylvester to go over the top of him. Sylvester is getting about 3.5 to 1 here on the flush draw. And Jay still has a lot of money. So again, with this draw, you might just call here. Because you don't want to raise and get re-raised, but if you call, can you make, say, maybe 5-1 off of the bet size? Well, the bet size is 80, so can you make 400 in total? I think yes, because not only is the pot going to be close to 350 after you make this call, but Jay's got another 600 behind. And if he has something big like he has, he's probably going to pay you off somewhat on the river.
Eat that with the flour tortilla.
$80 bet here on the turn.
And what you're having, yeah, the flour is the better.
I think that this might be a mistake if Sylvester goes over the top here.
Sorry, guys. It's all right. Don't worry. Floor man.
Can you put a clock on him?
He just folds. And Jay's going to take it down there.
Good hand.
I'm not ready for 8-4.
Again? Garbage. See?
Garbage. I'm telling you that.
Oh no, we got an email here from Tom Martin, who apparently has been following maybe some sort of live card player news about the LA Poker Classic. Melissa Hayden knocks out Shirley Rosario. Shirley Rosario got all in with pocket kings and ran into Melissa Hayden's pocket aces. Too much. Button's going to move over here to seat 4. Again, Shirley helped me commentate yesterday, and you can watch the replay of this week's shows on Sunday, along with playing against me, 3 o'clock Pacific time, at the LAPokerScene.com 50+5 tournament with a $100 bounty on my head. Now we had a raise here by Jim. In the blind, he made it 60.
Beating up on the Rockets.
And Jay is out of there with ace-jack suited. Wow. Jim is going to take it down.
Thinking about.
I would have called it. I would have called it.
I don't think you have a big enough hand to call.
Did I say that Gutshot was Baron Banger Toth's site? I'm sorry. He's a writer for the site.
Oh my god.
Raise 15.
We got a raise here to $15 by Sylvester. And we're going to see a couple callers here. King 7 of clubs and ace 3 of clubs.
So you put like 20 on it.
Oh, no.
And here we go. Sylvester brought this one in with the ace 3. Eric's hit top pair here. Seat number 1, and he's going to bet.
Bet 25.
He bets 25. Sylvester's going to call with a pair. He's got bottom pair. Jim doesn't have much here in seat 5. Jim's out of there. Here we go to the turns. Eric with a commanding lead. Turns of 10. Sylvester picks up a straight draw. Eric is now open-ended. And Eric checks, and Sylvester's going to bet.
60.
He bets 60. And Eric is going to... Looks like he's going to make the call. And, you know, for Sylvester here, he would have to bluff a lot on the river probably to get Eric off of the hand. Pot's about maybe 200 here. Here we go to the river. The river's a 9, and Eric makes the straight. Is he still scared about ace-king, though? No, he's going to come out and bet.
You lucky fuck.
85.
He bets 85.
No, I might have still had you, but yeah, you know what I did. I might have still had you.
Sylvester folds, and Eric's going to take it down. Cincy Lady asks another question on the 2+2 thread regarding flashing your cards. Is it legal in this game? Well, in cash games here, it's allowed. In a tournament, at least the way that we do it here, it actually incurs, I believe it's either a 10 or a 15-minute penalty. You actually might see people turn their cards over face up to get a reaction from an opponent, even though they know that it's going to, get them a 15-minute penalty, because it might be for all their chips and it might be worth it to try to get that type of reaction. But in cash games, it is allowed. You can do it. Cash games rules are a little, it seems like they're a little bit more, loose at the table. You can talk on phones. You can curse. You can show cards. You can almost string raise, or you can go back into your stack. You don't necessarily have to bring everything out with one motion. Sylvester's going to raise it up to 20 here. He's got king, queen offsuit. And Sylvester is going to take it down. For those of you that are fans of Limit Hold'em, we've been having some bigger limit games on Monday nights. We had 20-40 the last couple weeks. And hopefully we'll start getting some 30-60 games. So check it out on Monday nights, Limit Hold'em night live at the Bike.
Get an order of flour tortillas.
Button's going to move over here to seat 8.
It's cold now.
$15 raise here by Boston. Queen, jack offsuit. And Ryan's going to call here with ace-8 of diamonds. And seat number 1 is in there. Jack 10 offsuit. King 10-8, all clubs. Nobody has a club in their hand. Boston's open-ended here. Let's see if he continues to bet. He's going to bet 25 here. And that was actually Eric that bet 25 and Boston called. The turn is a 6. Eric checks, and Boston's going to bet. He's going to bet 100, and Boston's going to take it down there with the semi-bluff in position. Eric folds.
When this old lady hit the jackpot, she's rich to make the money, $30,000. I think it's $60,000 jackpot.
Here's some more updated news here. Johnny Chan, Mimi Tran, Phil Hellmuth, Christy Gazes are all out.
She had the bet.
And Phil Ivey.
Drew away the hand.
And Phil Ivey. And again, a lot of those guys only play in the final events. So.
I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Even if she doesn't need the money,
I might go over there and do some star watching myself after the show. We'll see. Might check it out.
everybody gonna limp in?
Button's going to move over there to seat number 9. That's Ryan.
I'll limp in.
You raise, I go on.
I just want to play a hand, that's all. Careful. Don't raise. I just want to play a hand.
Limped around here.
Give him deuce.
I just want to see a flop and have a chance.
And then you meet the other odds.
5-way action.
Don't you know?
10-10-4 here. Looks like we got 7-4 here for seat number 2. Looks to be the best hand.
I'll take a stab at it with a 4.
Sylvester's going to take a stab at it with pocket deuces. Eric has got deuce 3 of diamonds. We don't have it up there. He's going to fold. And then seat number 2 folds, and Sylvester shows deuces. He's going to take it down. Post here from Mucci.
You know, I can't even get it all in
416. He says, "Hey Bart, I've been a fan of the show for 3 months. I'm from Toronto. Just to let you know, it's a hit with my poker buddies. Do your dealers split their tokes between them? I do not believe so. It's all individual." Hey, Dr. BB. What's up, buddy? Wave at us, BB. No, he doesn't want to wave, Donna? Pocket aces here for Ryan in seat number 9. Now, he's in late position. He had limped in. We got 2 pocket aces. Seat 5 has pocket aces, and Ryan has pocket aces.
40.
We have a $40 raise here by Seat 5, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs. Ryan's got ace of hearts, ace of spades.
Raise, re-raise 80.
Ryan's going to make it 80. And this is going to be a whole lot of excitement, most likely to see a chop pot.
Is she bringing the whole table?
Let's see how Jim's going to play it.
Yeah.
He raised, remember he raised to 70 before with kings. And Jim moves all in. And Ryan instantly calls. They both have flush draws. Ooh, Ryan's on a free roll with spades. Nope, not anymore. No. 2 spades on the flop.
I don't remember what I pulled up.
We've been waiting and waiting, huh?
You guys just suck me in. Let me see the
You know, the funny thing is in a deeper game, where you might not necessarily move all in with aces there,
Very rarely.
wherever you have aces, both players have aces. Whoever's in or out of position and whoever wants to make a move at it, that king coming is very scary.
They chop like that.
I almost
The button's going to, obviously because of the possibility of 3 kings. Play at the LAPokerscene.com. Home of the $500,000 free roll.
Nice hand, sir.
Who had the king?
Now I know how you guys play this. Big trouble now.
Big trouble in Little China.
There's no way I could make money on that hand. I could make $10 or less.
Buttons over there in Boston's hands.
Not too much, not too much.
He's going to raise it up to 15 in position, as he commonly does. He's got queen 9 offsuit. Linda's got an ace deuce. Here we go. Well, Linda's got the ace this time, and she's probably not going to go anywhere. She just moves the rest of it in. And if she was going to play it this way, why not just check call? Because you know that Boston would probably put her all in. Linda moves all in here. Again, when you're in the short stack and you kind of play that stop and go, you might just check and call. Boston's probably going to put you all in, regardless of,
Few more times.
you know, especially with the premium scare card out there, which is the ace.
No, it'll be a jackpot hand. You were sick.
Button's going to move over there to seat number 3, and that's Sylvester. Got about 10 or 15 minutes left in the show.
That's pretty unlucky for both of us.
That would suck.
Who has a flush draw on the flop?
Well, it wasn't a flush. I mean, it was 2.
Ryan here. He's got ace 9 of diamonds. He's going to raise. He's going to make it 20 to go. Boston's got pocket 8s, and it looks like he's re-racing.
Make it 80.
In position. He's going to make it 80. Linda's out of there with ace 9.
I believe you.
Ryan's out of there.
I don't believe you. I'm over.
New player coming into seat 6. Coming into the game.
30 tacos.
Her name will be Jean. His name will be Jean. Sorry about that, Jean. I don't think we've seen Jean on the show before.
You want 30 tacos.
Button moves over to Linda in seat 4.
I remember that. Their tacos were nice.
Sylvester's got pocket 10s. And seat 4, Linda's got pocket 9s, and she might go broke on this hand.
Raise 15.
And Boston's going to come in for a raise with king, queen. Sylvester is going to re-raise. And seat 5 has pocket 8s.
Raise, make it 60.
Linda's all in. Sylvester re-raises to 60. Linda moves all in. Jim's got pocket 8s. He has money on the side. He's out of position. Sylvester has position on him. And he might call here. Let's see.
I don't care about the side pot. I just want the main
He is
pot.
going to call.
I just want the main pot.
And let's see if is Boston going to come in here as well? Raise and a re-raise. He's got king, queen offsuit. Seat number 2.
That's it.
Crack that right there.
65.
She's all in 65.
Don't worry about
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah, she's all 65.
He's going to call. So we've got a $240 pot, a little bit less than that. Lynn is all in. And Sylvester's the pre-flop re-raiser. Here we go. Oh, there's a queen in the door. Boston's got the best hand. And let's see how Jim is going to play this. Only one overcard to the queen. Is he going to come out and bet with eights here?
140.
He's going to bet.
140.
He's going to bet 140.
I walk from
The action is now to Boston, who has the best hand with king-queen. The pot is about 380, 140 on the side here. We got 3 people on the side. We got Linda all in the main pot. Boston has to deal with Sylvester after him. Kind of puts him in a tough spot. Jim's come out firing here. He called a raise and a re-raise from the small blind. Now, if Boston makes this call, I think Sylvester can easily throw away his hand. Again, the pot's about 380, 140 on the side.
Come on.
And Boston's going to move all in. He thinks he has the best hand. He moves all in.
There's protection.
Wow. Luckily for him, Sylvester doesn't have kings, aces, or maybe, ace, queen this time. He's moved all in. It looks like 600 total, or maybe even more than that.
590.
590. So 590 total or 590 more? 590 total. Well, let's see here. Yeah, 590 total. So that means that it's going to be another $450 for Jim to call. The pot on the side right now, with that raise, is 730 on the side. The main pot, the total pot is 970. There's 740 on the side. Jim has to call an additional 450. So almost $1,000 total pot. 740 on the side. Jim needs to call an additional 450. And he's in real bad shape. Boston has him with the king-queen. I don't, if I was in Boston's shoes, I might just fold. I might have just folded. Jim comes out and fires at me. I have the pre-flop re-raiser behind me, Sylvester, who obviously is loose aggressive, but, he's been re-raising with legitimate hands all night pre-flop. I think I might just fold. But he's played it strong, and he's going to take it down. A better man than I am, I guess. Here we go to the turn. Turn's a deuce. He just needs to dodge a 9, and he makes top 2 pair. And Boston is going to take down a nice pot. And Linda's going to go bust again.
I had a 5-6.
And Jay did have 5-6.
Wow, you're right, man. That's pocket 8.
It was fun, you guys. I just wanted me to take my hands, but I didn't get any hands.
Oh, is Linda leaving? Oh, that's too bad.
That was my fault, guys.
Learn the game, sir.
If I knew you had 60, you're gonna go all in.
Deal me up, Jim.
I'm gonna knock that one off.
Oh, actually, she's going back into her pocketbook there. This is going to get limped around 4 ways here.
8-5.
8, 7, 5. Ryan over there in seat 9, he's got top and bottom. 2 pair, 8s and 5s. He's going to come out and bet 15. Pot's limped around here. I don't think anyone even can call. Excuse me, though. Jim's going to call with overcards here. Queen, Jack. Wow. Ryan's in good shape here.
Yeah.
Turns a 4. And is that going to be scary for Ryan? Someone with a 6 maybe might have chased. Well, he's going to come out and bet again. That's 30. No. And Ryan's going to take it down.
Want a pulse spike from you?
Button's going to move over there to seat number 7. And here we're going to take a look at the final chip count of the night. Notice how the chips continue to go up, the amount of chips as we do rebuys on the table. Almost up to 5,700 now. Let's take a look who the big winner is tonight. There it is. It's Kevin in seat 8. Hasn't played many hands. He's up $900. Boston's had a good showing, up 500 in seat 2. And Ryan's not been doing so well over there. And Linda is only down 300. I think she's actually down 500. Sylvester has raised here with ace-king.
Re-raise, make it 80.
And seat number 5 has re-raised to 80 with pocket 10s. And seat 6, the new player, is going to move all in with jacks for 400. Wow. A raise by Sylvester for ace-king. Seat 5 re-raises with pocket 10s. And Gene has moved all in here with jacks.
No respect to Rice baseball.
And Sylvester doesn't know anything about this guy. He's not going to gamble. He folds. Gene has instantly moved all in here with jacks. And these guys play a little bit more dangerously than I would. I mean, jacks are just jacks. You're facing a raise and a re-raise.
Now that I see a White Sox fan at the table, I think I'm glad I don't have my ass.
My goodness.
You lost on it. You lost on that. That's why it's more. Oh, he's not really a White Sox fan. Well, it seems like it's the fact when you first sit down, you don't want to get involved. Right. And then when you get involved.
Cards are crooked.
He knows what they're at.
And Jim is thinking about it here.
Take another
Anybody
one.
else besides me watch curling? I'm falling in love with the sport. I TiVoed it tonight. I got it recorded on the U.S. against Sweden. Please don't ruin it for me. I don't know who won. I came away in the fourth end and it was tied. And the U.S. had a painful loss to Italy.
He didn't like that at all.
Is that
So Jim is still trying to think about it here.
So 310.
310 more.
There's that, yeah.
Well, you get a raise, a re-raise, and the guy moves all in. I think this is a no-brainer fold here if you're 10s. You know, if I was Gene, I might not even have re-raised all in. I might have seen a flop, but he came in on the short stack, so he's going for it.
I need my phone call.
Texas Jim's on the clock. He's got 30 seconds. We have a 5-minute delay here on the show.
Almighty, this is going to be
You got a few seconds. Don't worry, take your
I
time.
can already signal to him with my leg right now.
So what is Jim going to do? Like you said, he's taken a lot of times with his decisions
How many
tonight.
seconds, Don?
Okay, just call.
15 seconds here.
Everybody.
Are we going to hear
10,
Donna going
9,
to count
8,
down?
7,
I think he's going to fold it.
Show us.
4.
He folds.
Take it down, sir. Let's play another hand. Let's go.
Gene is not going to show.
Don't worry, our time's at 11.
50 cent drop it?
What do you want?
I need a drop, please.
You have to pay to win.
Yeah.
Button's going to move over here to seat 9. Rice baseball, huh? This guy's from Texas as well, then, I would guess. Rice is somewhere in Texas, I know that.
I don't want to be.
Button's going to move over there to Ryan, seat number 9. Live straddle here by Sylvester. Ryan's got a king-jack offsuit on the button. And he should probably raise it up here.
Make it 40.
He's going to raise it to 40. Now, Boston in the small blind's got queen 10 of clubs. He's not going to get involved.
If I lay down, you gonna show me?
Sylvester lays down ace 8, and Ryan shows him king jack. Winding down here, time for a couple more hands.
Blinds over there.
Again, join us tomorrow night for 10:20 No Limit. Unrestricted buy-in. I assume that we will see Barry Woods here tomorrow.
And so what I did was I'm coaching my little side pocket here.
Button's going to move over here to seat number 1.
So that's part of the whole. It goes with two things.
Immediately, yeah.
Limp here by seat 7. King, queen offsuit. Limp by the button, Eric. 7-3 suited. Blinds are going to check it, and we're going to see a 4-way flop limped around. Here we go.
His turn,
King 5 deuce. Jay's got the best hand over there in seat 7.
I'm here. Oh, okay.
And he's going to bet. He bets 15.
Texas came from a hand that beat us in the bottom of the ninth the other day. They had one run around the bottom of the ninth at 2 outs. We had them 4-3. They put a pinch hitter in to get a home run.
Yeah, it sounds like this guy's definitely from Texas. He's talking about college baseball.
They were playing in the Astros
More power to him.
Stadium, Minute Maid Stadium. It's a 3-game series. Not a 3-game series. It's a 3-day series with 16.
Oh, it's a tournament.
Yeah, Tulane was there, and
Yeah, it's like
Texas Tech, TCU, there were 16 U of A. That was Rice's first loss this year. Texas was ranked number 1 to start off with, and they lost the first 3 games of the season.
Button's going to move over there to Boston in seat number 2.
Well, these are like non-conference games, though, right now. That you guys are playing.
Oh, yeah, the season just started 2 weeks ago. It was pre-season. Conference games won't start until another 3 weeks.
Ace queen here for Eric.
4 weeks, maybe.
I'm sorry, man. I love this time.
He's going to raise it up.
Raise, we get 45.
Makes it 45. Now Jim's got pocket 3s,
Hey.
and he's going to call.
These tortillas.
No, he re-raises. My goodness. He's going to re-raise to 100 here with pocket 3s.
Seat open.
Right, raise.
Donna. It's going to be a regular game in a minute anyway.
And Eric's going to make that call with that hand that I now hate to death, ace queen. He makes the call. Pot's about $200 here. Here we go. Heads up. Ace queen against pocket 3s. 9-8-7 with 2 clubs. See if Jim's going to come out and fire here. He used the pre-flop re-raiser. He's reaching for chips.
That's not enough.
100.
He's going to bet 100. And I don't think Eric's going to get involved here.
One of those. Again. I hate when all that happens.
And he folds it. And this is going to be the last hand of the night. Thank you all for joining me on my solo psychedelic journey down the Live the Pike annals of 300 and 500 no limit hold'em. Button's going to move over here to Sylvester in seat 3. Thank you, Matt Savage, for joining me, of course. You can go to savagetournaments.com. Check out his website.
Raise 15.
$15 raise here by Boston. Looks like he's got 9-10 offsuit. Sylvester's going to call with a queen 4 of diamonds. And Jim looks to have pocket 8s. Let's see if he's going to re-raise again. Well, does he have pocket 8s?
65.
Yeah, he's going to make it 65 to go. Boston's got 10-9 offsuit. He does have position. He's not going to get involved. And Sylvester is not going to get involved. And hey, another night down at Live at the Bike. Of course, you can watch us every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 Pacific time. And that is 10 to 1 Eastern time, 3 to 6 Dutch time, 2 to 5 English time. Whatever. Check us out tomorrow for 1020 No Limit Hold'em. For everyone here in the booth, I'm Bart Hanson. Good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash pressure's real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.